test for audio. What would it sound like? Hello. How it coming through? Uh-huh. Well, he sent me a message. He's like, "All right, man, we should hang out when the semester's over." All right, sure. No one can hear. Morning? Is this coming? What is coming through here? Can anyone hear me? No, no. Okay, that's not the problem. My issue is not hearing any audio. Oh, it is coming through. I'm just quiet for some reason. No, you guys aren't. I have you turned down on OBS specifically so it doesn't. All right, fine. This is a test. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you for. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Variable Productivity live stream. Also, Happy New Year. This is the first stream of the new year, 2021. I know we've been in here for like 3 months, but give me a break. My name is Rodalus. Today I'm joined by some members of the Project Armada team, and we are going to be coming at you with some productivity today. Say hi, guys.
Hello, I am Rocket Pow. I am co-director of Tales of Adventure Armada. I also do concept art, do animations, and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. Hang on. Speaking of that,
How
let
about
me
you
get that
guys?
set up.
You guys want to introduce yourselves as well?
Yeah, hello, I'm Destiny. Drawing Destiny on Twitter, drawing my Destiny on Instagram, plugging myself in. Hopefully you don't mind.
That's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
And
Yeah, plug away.
and I am a concept artist for Tales of Adventure Armada.
Sweet. Around here somewhere is Cryo, but he's muted himself. He'll be back. And he'll definitely make himself known. Let's see if anyone is even here. Yeah? Alright, so they are running. Good. That's good. I was worried they weren't. So let's go to Livestream Studio. Let us know if you can hear us. I want to make sure that the audio is working. Today we've got a few things planned. Concept art being worked on by Rocket Pow and myself. I'll be doing some models based on some concept art that was already made. I have some ideas, but I really am thinking about just leaving it to chance. I have a list of names here, but I didn't set that up. So rather than bothering with that, I'm going to give up on the spinning wheel idea that I said, and we're going to work on another character. Let me go ahead and share my screen here so y'all can see. Well, not share my screen, but share. Let me just turn off Blender real quick. Turn on the pop out. Hello, how's it going, PJ Squared? Welcome to the Variable Productivity live stream. Just a second. Dancing Tales. What happened to my pop out? Just a moment here. No. No. Oh boy. Just a second while
This is why we practice.
I mean, I did practice. I practiced. There it is. Alright. So while I'm getting set up, you can see the work that Rocket Pow's doing. Working on a concept design for one of our main baddies in the game, Speedy Cuckoo, Battlelord 16 or something. Your screen keeps rebooting, you say, PJ Squared? Well, that's no good.
So, how's everyone on the team doing today?
Doing alright. I'm feeling pretty chill.
Doing good.
Let's get Blender open. The rank one. Close that one. Don't save. Hello, Rocket Pal, says PJ Squared. Ah, yes, I'm going to be reading out the chat as well, I guess. Let me get my screen.
My first ever shout out.
That can't be true. Someone has had to have said your name in a chat before. I feel like I don't believe it could be any other way, yeah? Am I crazy? Perhaps. But I don't think so. Alright, so we're gonna...
I can't get this fucking peak right.
Alright, let's see here. I certainly hope people can see that. Let's see what these things are called, if they have to name the right thing. Is it...
Oh, I recognize this track from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense if Okami was in that game. Alright, so that's good. You can hear both. I'm good. It was my bad connection. I see. That's interestingly clippy, though. Is it because of all the stuff running on my computer? Is that perhaps the reason why that's like that? Are you guys noticing? I don't know if anyone besides Rocket. No, wait. What am I sounding like actually? Maybe it's my everything running at the same time.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe. I don't think so. Not this time. Did this get shared anywhere? That's my question now. Wait a minute. Just gotta check this thing out real quick, see what actually showed up in a... Oh, it's in announcements twice, isn't it? Alright, so that's there. Alright then. Alright, no worries then. We'll just keep it moving then. I really can't tell. Like, Crowd would usually be the person to tell me if the stream is working. Hey, Destiny. Do you...
Now I'm here now.
Oh, never mind then. I was gonna say, like, you know, is the stream coming through okay? Is it, like, fluid, or is there, like, are there like, weird issues with it?
Let's see.
Like, it's on YouTube, or you mean like here? Or...
It's YouTube, yeah. Just let me know how that's looking to you.
Oh, okay.
Is it choppy? Because I know...
Right
Hmm?
I was just saying I'll check right now.
Thank you very much.
We're professionals.
Oh yeah, no, we're a submarine crew out
Oh
here.
yeah, that animation is definitely looking choppy if that's supposed to be smooth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. So I'm wondering why that is. Maybe it's my speed. I'm putting out at a pretty decent kilobit per second right there, but
Oh, now something changed. Or no, okay, it was smooth for a second. Now it's getting a little. Yeah, it's still choppy.
maybe I should stop sharing my screen. Maybe that'll help. Or
Yeah,
if
probably.
yeah, because you know what?
It would definitely affect your upload speed.
Yeah, because my screen is... Because when I'm sharing my screen, it's like a 4K screen. Not to brag or nothing, but that's a lot of crap try to crunch it down. So let me stop
Are you
streaming.
streaming in 4K?
No, I'm not streaming in 4K, but the fact is, streaming to you guys and to YouTube probably hurts it a little bit. I'm also going to look at my dashboard real quick.
I'm
Yeah,
checking
now
it out.
things are
Looks
looking,
good.
yeah, things are looking smoother now.
It is? Okay, good. Well, that'll be it.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
a feeling.
All right. Well, that's fine then. We'll just make sure that that's not the case. You'll just be so everyone. So it's not. I don't think, in fact, Pilgrim Journey or PJ Squared, as you call yourself now. It's It's probably not your connection. Hello, Mecca from the '80s. I'm here for the first time. Anyway, I think the game will be good. It already better story than current Sonic games. LOL. Well.
We just have to
I'm
wait
glad
and see.
you'll have to wait and see. We haven't revealed the story, but I'm glad for the vote of confidence.
We haven't even fully finished it yet.
I'd say at least those stories. I mean, I'll give the Sonic stories this. They exist. They're finished.
Yeah, it's a tough comparison to make. But thank you. We will work our best on the story. We have written out a story first draft, and we are already working on the second draft to make it better, make it more consistent, more concise. Uh-oh, your stream did something weird. Combined to layer below is what it is showing now. So I need to make this smaller, actually.
Okay, so that's not just me.
No, it couldn't be. It's coming from my computer. So let me go ahead and start actually streaming the work that I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to go to my display. Or whatever.
Am I back now?
Yes, you are back.
But I'm not sure what happened there.
Probably a hiccup.
I have a
Happens
feeling
sometimes.
that's going to be a reoccurring thing throughout this entire stream, and I apologize ahead of time.
Right. Oh, okay, thanks. Is that Cryo?
Wait.
He's sounding
Is that
muted.
Cryo?
I'm in
He's
shock.
sounding muted.
He just woke up.
Muted? Like, am I quiet? Like, what's happening?
No, you're just not as spunky as you usually are.
Oh. See, I've moved past my little boy dog phase. Now I'm a full-grown dog man.
He's a big dog phase, big boy dog.
I'm a big dog now.
Sure. He doesn't yip and yap. He just sits around in the corner staring at you, waiting for you to feed him.
Yeah, no,
Waiting
sorry
for the
about
strap
that.
to food to fall off the
I'm
table.
just sitting there. I'm chilling. I'm a big dog.
All right. So you.
I'm a big kid now.
I don't know if you can. You can't. All right. You can't see this. I guess you'll just have to read the comments. I'd rather get something in theory than a real slap in the face. Yeah, true. Our goal over here at Project Armada is to not slap you in the face, because you, the fans, are us. We are also fans.
It's not to slap you in the face. It's to what is it? Whoa, wait. It's
Slightly nudge you to the curb.
Wow.
yeah.
I will help you to the curb. Okay.
We're not gonna slap your face. We're gonna kick your side.
Let me know if the music is too loud or the voices are too muted. We just want to make sure that everything's coming through all good. Excuse me. I don't really know what
I'm not sparking.
anything
I'm
sounds
not
like.
sparking anymore.
Cryo, as one of our moderators, would you be able to read the comments for us?
He can't
I-
see them.
I'm home.
You're home. Oh, I
No?
didn't see. No, I know what he's saying. He's home. He used to read the comments all the time. So, can you see the comments? Because we're on. Well, let me try something here.
I mean, I'm looking at. I have one of the chats open on my phone. It's the one with the most amount of activity.
Yeah, that's the only one that matters. All right, so that means I can focus on other stuff.
I mean, there was somebody in the Rotolix chat.
There was.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't see that comment. Sorry about that. Where's this person's poor soul?
I think that's your job, Cryo.
No, I think there's a way I can give you both street feeds so that you don't have to go bounce between them. If I send you this, I'm gonna send you a link real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in the muties here, and if you go here, you should be able to see the comments as they come in from both feeds. You should. I mean,
Okay, let's see
we're
here.
about to find out. You won't see them when you come in because they probably only populate when like they don't. It doesn't show you a backlog, but they all should be there. Okay, so now it's time to get work done. I have done everything except for actually open up the Blender window. So let me do that right now. Casting characters, NPCs. Who do we have? We don't have a design for Bean. I just thought about that. I can't imagine it's gonna look all that different though. B. Yeah, this is literally the only one I can work with right now. So that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So. Alright. Alt R. Rotate along the x-axis by 90 degrees. Alright, file. Open. No. Alright, let's get started then. We are now in Blender. Happy Pi Day, by the way. Happy Pi Day. I was in the Riddler's chat, but nobody else was there. Fair enough. Cryo, can you see those comments, by the way? I'll wait for him to
Cryo?
He might be busy doing something else. Which is fine. I just need to make sure.
Insert the
Okay, I tried opening that thing. It was not like
Doesn't work?
thing, and I think there we go. It was loading. I think it was killing my internet or something. I don't know. It was just nothing was happening.
So
really, it was
strange.
just loading nothing.
Let me try something else. And you guys at home, let me know if the frame rate tanks.
I mean, I could, since I have one of them open on my phone, I could literally just open the YouTube chat on my laptop right now and just bounce between them.
That could work.
Let me know if you can see that, and also, I guess I have to check and see if the stream is now tanking because I just did that.
Here.
Oh. Hey Gonzalo, how's it going? Glad to see you guys do another stream. It's been a while since the last stream. It has been. It's been far too long. And I see that I'm sharing my screen has made my stream go slow again, so I have to stop again. Alright. Well, maybe I can go to user settings and change that? No. Stream settings, perhaps?
Okay, I'm looking at this. Let's see here. So to read the chat here, PJ says Happy Pi Day because it's Pi Day 3414. Mecha from the 80s. I'll just shorten that to Mecha if you don't mind. Do you have any rare concept art for this project? I do rare concept art.
That's actually a good question. We do have some. We do,
I
but it's
mean,
not stuff that's not on the project anymore.
I mean, is it rare? I mean, I guess if there's only one copy of it digitally. Let's see here.
You put it anywhere, then it's on the.
Oh, so it's one of those sellable art tricks. Like the what is it? Like the
There's only
NLF?
one copy.
Isn't that what the
Alright, I'm gonna fix that then.
NLF thing is trying to do for digital art?
Not gonna stream it anymore, sorry. I can't, it's not working.
What?
Say, Rocket?
There's this like thing going on in Twitter, something about NLF.
Oh yeah, it's about is it about Bitcoin? Because it's about people being able to steal your art, sell it, and then own the rights to it or something because of Bitcoin or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, it's like crypto art.
Yeah, crypto. I look at that stuff. The only way to do it is to either block spam accounts or lock your account. Fallen decided to tell me to lock my account, and she locked hers. I decided to stop doing that because it kills your Twitter.
Yeah, no one can see your stuff if you lock it down.
I don't think that's a big enough issue, considering I don't see anybody actually talking about it or getting affected by it. I don't think it's that big, at least not yet.
I've never heard of this, actually.
Wait to see what happens. Yeah, essentially, to short it down to its bare essentials without getting into too much detail, it's basically people can steal your art, sell it for crypto, and then basically it separates the artist from the art itself and allows that person who sells the art to essentially own the rights to whatever the content of that art is.
Well, I mean, the intention was to give like digital art the same treatment as like authentication of physical art. Like, I mean, the intentions of it is really good, but it's just the execution is
awful.
Has so many loopholes.
Gonzalo, I am not using Blender's Steam version. I didn't know Blender had a Steam version. I thought it was just Blender all around.
Let me get back to the chat. Let's see here. It's been a while since the last stream. Blah blah blah. I'm glad to see you're back too. Yeah, frame rate is lower than my college grades. Oh.
Hopefully it's better now. Jeez, I stopped sharing my screen.
Maybe it's just my awful internet. Yeah, that might have fixed it. That might have been a while ago.
I'd like to direct your attention to something in a moment. I want you to look at my screen on YouTube here. And just, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but clothes. No, that's terrible. It's a joke. It's not funny, though. Alright, so today I'm going to be working on a character. What is the difference? Could you explain that?
There isn't really much of a difference between the Steam and regular version of Blender. Basically, all it does is it automatically updates you to the newest version of Blender.
Oh.
Once it goes live.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a... Okay, that's cool if, you didn't rely on some quirk of the old version of Blender.
Which I do.
Because, updates and then it just disappears. Like, all your work is just destroyed because it only worked in that version. I was like, oh, thank you, Steam Blender.
Are you speaking from experience, Rodalis?
No, I'm actually not. Spelling is fundamental as reading. Idris Gurashi, hey, how's progress with
the game going so far? That's my job.
Sure, it's your job. Sorry, jeez.
How's progress with the game going so far? It's happening.
It is happening.
So,
largely, we've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, like working on our game design document, which is basically the blueprint for the game and how it's going to work, its mechanics, and its inspirations and story. Largely story. We finished our first draft of the story recently. We're going to be going back around through it in the second draft to refine some things. A lot of that stuff we can't show you because it's not very interesting to look at. I mean, it is legit just paperwork. Story stuff, of course, is a little bit more interesting, but that would be spoilers, you know? So, largely we've been working on just the way the game is set up, our system. We're thinking of doing like a hub and level system. We've described the game as a platforming adventure game with action elements and puzzle solving elements, but really what we've been working on is how that would work. We're still kind of refining that. So we've built this game design document around sort of explaining all of it so that everyone on the team has an understanding of what we're trying to do. We didn't do that in the before times or the beginning when we started working on the project, and it bit us in the butt really because it's like, not having a fixed vision. We kind of relied on this sort of group think where everyone's sort of like we have he said she said, like just talking to. I talked to Rocket Pow about something here, but then
Basically, like,
Cryo
a
wouldn't
whole
know
bunch
what we
of
were talking
ideas.
about.
Yeah, stuff like that. It was a whole bunch of ideas and nobody really communicated.
Yeah, so what we've been working to do is solidify all of this stuff to make sure that the game works. That's just how game development is, but we're not game developers, so we're learning how to do this for the first time.
Yeah,
so
we're not experienced game developers. That's the thing.
Yeah. So,
Will it be good? We're waiting to find out.
I hope so.
So there's some more comments here. I'll let Cryo read
Let's
them
see
though.
here. Well, I meant something like a piece of art made by some Comic-Con by Shinji Higashi. Hope I'm saying that right. Guy who created Speedy for you personally. So I don't know what that means particularly, but before we get back to that, oh yeah, my favorite character, Black Wave the Swallow. Again.
Hardly. She's
Ow.
got a bandana on her head,
Ow.
and her eyes are purple.
Ow. I designed her. Ow.
Rocket's hurt.
And
You're
then
hurting Rocket's
it,
feelings. Stop it. You
And then,
solid.
like, Idris, let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name. Idris says, all right, tell me about the theme
The
of
theme.
the game.
The theme of the
Of
game.
the game, the story, you mean? Like the
as-
game? What do you mean?
I think that'd still be kind of spoilers, so.
I mean, not really. It kind of makes no sense,
I don't
but
think that-
not really
yeah, the theme of
spoilers.
The story isn't really spoiling. It's not any real context.
It's like
just
the
idea.
yeah, without context. It's about. That's a good question though, because I'm actually like I didn't create the theme. I remember it, but I don't want to say it wrong. It's it's like
Yeah.
a story about very very stereotypically making your own path, being your own person, and all that kind of stuff.
About growing into your own person.
Yeah, growing into your own person and helping people, and being open to help from others, that kind of thing. So like, and we're really not gonna say who that's for, because our character. I mean, obviously, it could be one of
For
two
Shadow.
characters.
Oh,
It's for Shadow. That's right. You spilled. How dare you? You just let everyone know the
You-
game's
you-
actually
you
about
spoiled the
Shadow.
rare- You spoiled the rare concept.
Sorry, there's gonna be a whole thing where Shadow grew into his own person, found some new hobbies,
not
started a
helping.
cooking show. Oh no!
You're not helping.
Let's see here.
It was Shadow's ties.
I'm glad you like the design though, Gonzalo, because it's a good design. Rocket Pow does good work. He's currently working on the lead Battlebird. Does people see that? People do see that, right?
Yeah, they can see it.
How big is it? Is it like too small? Does it need to be
It's
enlarged?
big enough.
Okay, because I'm looking at it on my OBS screen and it doesn't take up a lot, but then of course OBS screen is tiny. Okay.
It's big enough. I'm on mobile, and I'm on a vertical display, so it's really small, and I can see it.
All right, cool. So that's kind of the theme of the story. And sorry for sounding so nebulous. I have been directly involved with the story of the game, but like when it comes to theming and that sort of thing, it's been sort of largely left to the writing staff that we have, our writing team of Jinxed and Fractification, who have been working on this pretty tirelessly, like legit. Up until like the last couple, like maybe a few weeks ago, we were working on this thing, and it was just daily. We were going together, having meetings that would last 2 to 3 hours, and just sort of like debating on what made sense to do with the characters, like to just set up that outline in the first part. And we're about to do it all over again.
I mean, to give a little insight as to where we are, like with that at least, like in the game to the public, we just finished a first draft of the plot, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did, like this recently, yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's basically what I was. I was alluding to that earlier. Yeah, we just finished our first draft, and it's quite big, and it needs to be sort of shortened and made more concise.
Shortened and sweetened.
Sweetened with a little bit of Sonic tea.
Sugarcane.
I don't know, sugarcane. Yeah, sure.
From Millie.
That sounds great. Oh yeah, Millie. Honestly, I thought we were going to be working on those today. That's some rare concept art. But the guy... Okay, so when you were talking about... well, I meant something like a piece of art made by Comic-Con, Shinichi Higashi, the guy who created Speedy, for you personally. That would have been awesome had we gone to a con and said, hey, could you draw us a picture of Speedy and also tell us what color is he supposed to be for real?
No.
What kind of bird is he?
Yeah.
It's like, do you want some rare art? Rocket Power just brings like a printer.
He just prints out.
No, I just bring out the entire binder.
Yeah. Like, we have a lot of concept art that just isn't being used.
Let me show you all my character designs.
But actually, just this morning, me and Rocket Power were talking about the potential of Speedy being a Kookaburra, because his name is Cuckoo.
Oh, yeah.
But Kookaburra does not start with a K, I don't think. But
It's
I do
Speedy-
like the idea of how big his beak
It's
is.
Speedy Bandicoot, right?
Yeah, Speedy
I
Bandicoot.
like that idea.
Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, what'd you say, Destiny?
I said I like that idea.
It's a good idea.
Kookaburra.
A Kookaburra. I mean, you look at a Kookaburra, and you look at Speedy, and you're
Is
like,
it Burra?
sure, he doesn't
Is
look
it
like
Burra or Barra?
Kookaburra, I think. Let's just like type it in. You should know this. I'm almost certain Fallen would have told you about it. It's an Australian bird. No, that's terrible.
Oh, that makes sense. No, you're not wrong. You probably would.
How do you spell Kookaburra, actually?
You know, I'm thinking of a capybara. Or whatever
Capybara?
it's called.
That is the world's largest rodent at 100 pounds or greater. There was a picture. There was actually a little video I saw on Twitter about it was like a pelican trying to eat a capybara.
Will you make tails like Sid from Final Fantasy VII? That'd be awesome. I don't get what that means.
Okay, so Sid from Final Fantasy VII is basically Sid from Kingdom Hearts 1, Sid from pretty much any Final Fantasy game. So he's got like the blonde hair and the little head wrap, and he's a cool guy who he works on things. So that would imply that Tails wasn't the main character, because Sid has never been. He's just some dude. Okay, here we go.
I mean, maybe in terms of personality, like character. What do you mean?
No. Tails is not gruff. He's not old enough to be gruff yet. Maybe one day. He just, not enough has happened to him to be like a gruff, salt of the earth kind of guy. I just don't see it.
Part of me wants to see gruff Tails.
Gruff Tails.
Just
Maybe one day.
Tails is like his fur kind of sagged down, so it looks like he's got like a beard.
Alright, let's see
Hey, if you wanted to show some rare concept art, we were talking about doing these characters earlier in the stream. What about the candy shop?
Candy shop?
Yeah, the candy shop.
Oh, right.
Oh, the actual design of the candy shop? Because we don't have that.
No, the characters behind it.
Oh, the Coyote Sisters. You're talking about them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were talking about those earlier today, so it probably wouldn't be
Well, that's not a
bad
spoiler.
to show them all.
Oh, yeah, so let's get some backstory here. Of course, I have to go get the picture.
All right.
Unless
so
you can show the
spoiler alert,
picture.
There's gonna be candy in this game.
Yeah,
I mean, we already kind of established that because we already showed off Millie.
we did. But did you know that Millie has 4 sisters? Hang on. Let's
Screw the sisters. I just like the candy.
Will you make Tails like Sid from Final Fantasy VII? That would be awesome.
It's really refreshing. It's really refreshing to see you work so hard for stuff, especially seeing this a fan project.
Yeah. Also Doll Tales. That was something that was actually pitched by one of our lead writers, who was like, "What if you could get like a special power up that made you into a Tails doll, or summoned the Tails doll?" It was an ideation session, but we did talk about this.
It'd
Red
be
rings.
funny if Tails bought if there was a gift shop or something, if there was a shop item, maybe it's like a shop you can buy for the upgrade place or whatever, the little setup little thing, you know what I'm talking about.
I think.
You have the red ring ring shop is what I'm talking about.
Right.
You could buy a Tails doll, and then Tails modifies it with some parts or whatever. Maybe it's a separate item that you get at some point, and then you can combine that with the thing, and it basically creates a Tails doll that acts as a drone. You ever play a Spider-Man PS4 where it shoots electricity or something like that? Or a lower scale version of that, where it's kind of like a drone that flies around.
I don't know. I kind of imagined it being like a melee weapon, just Tails swinging and around.
Swings the Tails
Yeah.
doll and whacks people with it.
Yeah.
That's another idea. I like that.
That's an interesting concept. I don't even know what the
swinging around
function
like a
of it was gonna
baton.
be. We were working on that
I
though.
wasn't
Let's see
thinking a
here.
baton. I was
Where's that
thinking like
picture?
Tails just spinning around his body, like just two-handed whack people with it.
Yeah.
Should be in concept art, right? No, it is, but it's in the. We have 2 concept art channels. One of them's for learning, and the other one is for the actual concept art for the game, and that is confusing and needs to be fixed. And one of them needs to be deleted.
Let's see here.
Let me download
Older
this
bitter Tails who lost his dream is now, and now doesn't have the reason to move on in life. That can be a sequel.
Yeah, no, that's definitely we've been in talks with Sega, and we're like, how about just an angry bitter Tails?
No.
How about
We've been in
decent
talks-
business?
No. That's not. Rotala, stop lying. That call with Sega did not go like that. They were like, can you put Sonic in it? Where's
Yeah.
the fat?
Where's Sonic? This is a Sonic fan game. Well, we put it's about Tails. Who's Tails? Wait, you don't know who Tails is?
Where's the?
What are you talking
It's like,
about?
it's like,
Who's
who's
Tails?
it's like, can you put Sonic in it? Also, where's the fast?
Where's the fast? We looked at it. There's not fast in it.
I don't see a gold ring anywhere.
That's another conversation that we've just not really finished. Like, how do the levels end?
What's with this currency?
Also, money? What are you doing with money in the game?
Happy.
Okay, so hang on. What were you gonna say, Destiny? I felt like you were saying something.
I just said candy cannot be currency.
No,
Only
no,
rings.
that makes utter sense. That's just. Hang on. Let me do something real quick.
The Babylon Roach should make an appearance.
The Babylon?
The Babylon Roach. No, I'm sorry. Wow, I take forever.
Babylon.
Roach.
Yeah, the Babylon.
I need to set up like a
Babylon.
Just make Tails Doll a creepy character that approaches Tails out of nowhere, causing a scary yet intense rivalry.
Yeah, now the stuff we're talking about is canon. Let's just establish that right now.
No, it's 100% canon. Rocket's
Yeah,
not
we're lying to
about
everybody
it.
right now. Just let us lie! Ew, stop trying to be
Lie
a
here,
truth
you.
boy.
Yeah. Today we are going to lie to you. Yet you will believe our little deception.
Alright, so right here,
You will watch
Little
it. Then we'll watch it.
speaking of the characters that we were mentioning earlier, these are the Coyote sisters. Millie, Miley, Riley, Lily, and Jill. They will show up throughout the game. The way we have the game planned right now is that candies are power-ups and health items that Tails can use to make up his stamina and give him more strength and other attributes. You know, they're status buffs. And they can also be status debuffs for enemies and that kind of thing. You will buy them from the candy shop in-game. The name is a work in progress, but right now I'm calling it Coyote Confections or Coyote Candies. Millie is the first one of these vendors you meet in the game. She also has something to do with the plot in a few places. And when you go to other regions, because our game is going to be broken up into regions and a hub and level system, that's our plan, you'll meet her sisters. So Miley, Riley, Lily, and Jill, they'll be in the other regions. So you can tell from here we plan to have 5 regions at least in the game. So that is kind of the idea behind that. So they run candy shops. Riley's the eldest, and the other one's ages don't matter. Millie is 12. So
Yeah.
we haven't come up with everything.
Yeah, the only one that's really going to be of any relevance for the next while is gonna be Millie.
Yeah. It's true. Let's see.
Rings equal currency in Sonic games. Well, that would be the case if it wasn't for the fact that money was retconned out of the franchise.
That's the only reason we were saying that. So you buy candies with rings.
That is one sentence I thought I'd never heard. Someone retcon currency.
Yeah, just like they just got rid of the money. So everyone just sort of.
So what does Vector like?
He likes just having things. He's a collector.
Again, no. Again, he says money. So he's like cash prize in TSR. So I'm like, I think he just likes the idea of money. He doesn't actually know what it is.
Oh, I like money. Yeah.
I like the concept.
It's like the money concept.
Now I'm just imagining Izuka being Mr. Krabs. Hello, I'd like a money.
I'd like 1 money, please.
If we were playing Kingdom Hearts, that makes sense.
Idris, Fang the sniper. Now let me ask
What?
you, In what context are you asking that question? Just to make Tails dog pee.
I mean, I think it's as if he's there, which he's not. Not yet. Oh, let's see.
Not yet.
What is it? He's actually the final boss.
Final boss is actually Famous Sniper. Yes. Let's start
But,
working on this
Mac
bird,
also
shall
says,
we?
Ian Flood said there's no such thing as money in the Sonic world. Money is not canon. Yeah, I still find that hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious and dumb. And, like, you know, it could be a game element. Like, why in the world are we going to limit ourselves? Especially if they decide, if they ever plan on making a game that's not just Tails Sonic running fast, which they should.
It's one of those things too, right? Like, before you continue what you were saying, it's like Tails being the only person to be able to invent things, Sonic not being able to show too much emotion, the concept of money not being a thing. It's like, why are you limiting yourself like this? Why? Like, what? I want to know. Like, I'm genuinely curious as to what the reason is. Like, I want to know.
Can you show me? Yeah. Yes. Cursor to.
What were you saying before?
I was just saying, like, the idea, like, why would you limit yourself to, yeah, basically what you were saying, like, why would you say, hey, we're gonna just not do certain things, like, we're not gonna have these characters show up in this game ever again, or we're not going to have these characters, like, it feels arbitrary, like, we're not gonna have these characters show up anywhere except for in this particular style, like, why? Is it because that's when they were invented? That's not what. There's no reason for that. Are you afraid of seeing
Sonic spend money and thus influencing, I don't know, the youth to buy things? Like, what's
Vector just want to hang out with Vanilla. Oh, jeez. I bet that's Izuka's professional advice.
Vector just want to hang out with Vanilla. I forgot that that's a canon ship. Let's see
Apparently.
here. Yeah, that's real, by the way. Like, every single, like, form of official Sonic media, like the comics and stuff like that, reference that.
Interesting.
But, no, not they used to. They still do. What is it? Bet that's Izuka's professional advice. I don't know what comment you're referencing.
He's talking to Idris. What did he say? Just make Tails dolls.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, what comic could he be?
I think it might be that.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure Izuka will magically retcon everything in just a couple of years. Yeah, Blaze is gonna be from the future again. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, how's it going, Joshua Simonson? Sorry for that. Anyhow, hello all. VPL? Yes, sorry. Josh, I realize you're on my Roadless channel. That's why I didn't see any of your comments, and I am very sorry about that. But I am reading your comments now. Whoa, what is this? A VPL? Yes. Anyway, hello all.
What is it?
I'm also streaming on Tales or Project Armada if you want to jump in with everybody else. I just am trying to put some content on my other channel.
You want your comments to be read by me.
You
an
do.
Adult dog.
Wait, you're streaming this to 2 channels?
I am, yes.
Maybe that's why your internet probably can't handle it.
No, because that would be it's. I'm only streaming it to Restream, and then Restream is sending it.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not that big.
No, it's sending. Restream is sending it to both of those channels. I'm not doubling up the stream. It's just being sent one place, and then it's splitting it on a server somewhere else. So like that's not slowing down my connection. I think it's literally just trying to stream to Discord and to Restream at the same time is the problem.
Can we get some isolated audio of when Rodolus just said no to Rocket Pow's like little like internet statement?
Why?
Like the way he said that was like just the sound that came out of your mouth was just like no, like it sounded like a horn or
Okay.
like a.
I guess you'll just have to clip it. Oh wait, this isn't Twitch. I don't know. You have to go.
It's a villager sound.
Slog through 2 or 3 hours of preamble before you can find that. But I will leave it to you.
I hope Daisuke Sato becomes the new director of the Sonic series. I don't know who that is. Give me some examples.
Yeah, context. What has Daisuke Sato done, and why would he be good for Sonic the Hedgehog franchise?
He directed Bayonetta, hasn't he? No, I have no idea.
He did Bayonetta.
And then we'll have a version, and then we'll have Sonic like beating the final boss to a really awesome freaking cover of a Frank Sinatra song.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.
Have you heard the Bayonetta version of that? It's awesome.
I have. Reminds me a lot of Big O.
I need to play Bayonetta, man.
You know what?
It's like that game looks great. Too bad my Switch. I don't have any like extended storage on my Switch, so my Switch is tiny.
Ooh, fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore.
We'll get content ID from singing all of Disney songs.
Did you say Disney? Do you want me to fight you right now or later on?
What did I say?
No, not you, Rocket Pal. I thought he
No,
said.
I said we'll get content ID if we keep singing
My
this
God,
old
Rocket,
song.
do you have any
I thought he said
concept of
Disney.
syllables? No, do you?
No, let him do it.
I don't sing a lot, so give me a goddamn break.
Hey, that's close.
Please avoid profanity and all your hot takes. In other words, shut your mouth. No, that's terrible.
Shut your face.
In other words,
Go to hell.
But seriously, don't. Try not to cuss on the stream. Let's see here.
I can't believe Shadow the Hedgehog
Do you
is
like
available in this
Speedy
live stream,
and
Rodolus.
do you
are
like
Captain America.
Did you like Speedy and
Let's
his
see.
dad in comics? His dad beat up Ixis Nagus, but Ixis was
Oh my
pretty
God,
lame
Rodolus,
in
we have an
modern
Archie
comics.
fan. You found
So
a new friend.
that's not much of an achievement. Well, I did like Speedy and his dad, so much so that I made them the villains of this game, or at least Speedy. So like, I liked that dynamic. I liked the characters. I thought they were pretty cool. Because outside of the comics, they don't have characterization. They're just the bad guys of Tales Adventure. So, like, largely the motivation, besides, of course, the original game, of making them, like, bringing Speedy, at least, into this was, like that's where we're getting a lot of it from. Like, we're getting it from,
Yeah,
from there.
A lot of our characterization and story influence is like taken from bits and pieces of the game, but a majority of the characterization and stuff like that comes from Archie. Like, we're just dragging it over.
Yeah, because why not? It's just like it's like a like a D&D guide almost when it comes to characters like this.
I was just thinking like we're not Sega. We don't think that stuff's icky.
Yeah, we're not Sega. We'll do it the flip we want. We'll do the flip.
What is it? He's the producer of the Yakuza series. Oh, it's just Sega's favorite franchise. I remember, I was talking to somebody yesterday who was apparently a part of some Sonic server, and it's like, a lot of Sonic fans are like raging about how Sonic's like the top franchise at Sega. I'm like, that's not even true. They do not care about Sonic that much. Yakuza and Persona take priority over Sonic at that company. Let's see here. What's your thoughts on sunglasses? I think they're pretty cool.
So what about sunglasses? Just the concept of sunglasses, or the characters that wear them? Like, what do we
I think they're pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. Let's see here. He started an interview that he would like to be involved in. Oh, he stated in an interview that he'd like to be involved in the Sonic series. Well, knowing Sega, that means nothing.
That means that they'll be like, no, you keep doing it. Well, actually, maybe. They'll be like, oh, wait. They just realized that they can make money off of Sonic for the first time ever, apparently.
Oh, yeah,
so,
the movie came out.
Yeah, they're like, wait, we could make money with this. What if we made games based on this character? We have? Whoa!
Wait a sec, we own it?
What? I thought it was...
crap, guys, we own it!
No, hear me out. I want that out of anything you've ever said to be real.
Right?
That word
It's like
came out of that dude's mouth.
just wasn't aware that they owned the franchise.
Genius.
No, just shades. Jeez, I'm trying to make conversation. These sunglasses are cool.
I don't know. Sunglasses to me are kind of shady looking.
I do like. I do like shades. Pretty cool. The concept of shadows, interesting. I don't know how much a shadow weighs, but
Also, I don't like what Ken Penders is doing with it.
Wait, shadows?
oh,
Shades.
shades.
Oh,
Shade.
Shade.
That
Oh,
Echidna
say the
thing from
Echidna.
Chronicle. authenticating the thing from Chronicle.
Wait, he doesn't own Shade.
He thinks he does, apparently.
Well, it's...
With trying to use her name like that.
Oh, well, I was not aware.
How-
See, I don't pay attention to what Ken Penders is doing at all, so
I'm
this is news to
I'm
me.
howling over here at Idris. That's Bridget.
Oh, hello, Bridget Edwards. Welcome to the stream. I'm howling at Idris. Yeah, okay. So, maybe I'll get involved in the Sonic series, said that guy.
Maybe I'll get involved in the Sonic series, says Rodolus. I'm gonna try to claim that I own Sally Acorn from Sega,
And
and
they
they're
won't-
not gonna put up. No, they're not gonna put up a fight. They're just gonna straight up give her to her. It's like, oh, do you want it? We can send you the paperwork.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, welcome back, Destiny.
I don't think Destiny left. She just
Hi.
muted? I don't know.
No,
I would
I've been here.
All right, honest question here, Rodolus. How would you feel if Sega just straight up gave you Sally Acorn like that? It's like, okay, here's the
What's the
paperwork, you can have
freaking,
it.
what's the catch? I don't understand. How are you just gonna give me a whole character that you own? And what am I supposed to do?
Hey, Jinx.
Hello,
Yeah,
Jinx.
exactly.
Welcome.
It's like, hey, do you want Sally Acorn? We could give her to you for like $10, or you can get all the Freedom Fighters together for $19.99 at a discounted price.
Well,
That sounds like a good deal.
yeah, it's a great deal, but also like, geez, well.
Here's made me on that seat.
Would-
Absolute
okay,
savings. What a great deal.
Serious
Yeah,
question though,
are
Rodolus.
we gonna
would
have
you
DLC?
purchase-
Is that what we're having?
Would you? No. We're talking about Rodolus just being handed all the rights to all the Archie characters. So, real question here, Rodolus. Would
Real
you take
question.
that offer, and would you buy all of the Freedom Fighters if they were $20 and say?
If that was being made to me specifically, yeah, of course I would buy it. But then, like, I don't know what I would
Then
do
you
with it
sell them.
afterwards.
But like,
But then the fans
way
would hate
more.
you for taking that
No,
away.
absolutely. I could sell it for way more, or I could make them
Yeah.
public domain. Because Sega sold me them for $19.99 because they're dumb, not realizing that a lot of people would pay way more money for that.
Like,
Or hold on to the rights until maybe somebody, and then try to create some sort of groundswell of popularity for the Freedom Fighters, so that when Paramount goes and tries to get more characters for their Sonic movies, I'd be like, hey, I got the Freedom Fighters. How much you want it for them? And then Paramount owns the rights to those characters, and they'll never be used again.
Sonic movie?
I don't know. A thought. Just
Hell
hold on to it
yeah.
forever, like a collector's item. Okay, so Gonzalo T, what are your thoughts on Balan Wonderworld? I think
It looks bad.
it's not going to do very well, and it's not because of its past history or anything like that. It will simply be because the game doesn't look like it's all that much fun.
Is Yuji Naka never figured out how to use other buttons.
I was really excited for it because the concept seems really fun and interesting. So it's unfortunate to hear people say that it's not looking too good.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if you were expecting it to be, good or something. And
Yeah.
it had a good pedigree. The people working on it are pretty solid.
Yeah, they made
game
like all those Sonic games.
industry folks. But yeah, I don't know why it looks the way it does or why it. I mean, we'll see when it comes out, but I don't think
Yeah,
we're about to be surprised by
the
its
idea
performance.
The idea of making almost every button on the controller do the same thing and then there's no deviation in the controls whatsoever is such a baffling decision that I can't understand how a developer would make in 2020.
Hello, someone just leave.
Oh, Destiny just got kicked, I think.
Oh, no.
oh, done.
Hang on.
Um,
So,
let's see here. A big question. What kind of plane will Tails use? I mean, he's got like 3 or 4 now. Classic plane, boom plane, etc. They're all different. We're considering
oh, Jinx, you actually answered that question.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey, Jinx, look at you.
He typed it because I was gonna say this is a Jinx question for sure, but you already typed in the answer.
Yeah.
But yes, we did talk about that, like a biplane version of a racing plane variant. I think we had a picture that we had looked at before.
Yeah. So we're thinking high performance that he perhaps retrofitted so we can, go out and have plane battles. We meditated with it.
Yeah, so he's got a racing plane variant with guns on it. But so there's that, and then of course
Yeah.
the
And he finally got that landing gear installed.
the landing
Oh,
gear
yeah.
thing is another question because he lives on an island and a beach, and we're like, does he just take off from the water? Does
Maybe
Right, right.
he dumps
They
his
have-
Maybe it's like a
Pontoons.
Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah.
Like on the old Japanese aircraft carriers or whatever. They would just like, they had like a configuration for like taking off from the deck, and then there was like pontoon set up, but like I think they just dropped those off when they took off or something like that. It was freaking interesting. But yeah. So like,
Mecha. Oh, hold on. Let me answer this guy. No problem, Mecha. Think about Spike Spiegel's swordfish. He had a racer modified for it to be a fighter as well. So I was thinking that'd be cool to try that.
Yeah.
That's where the idea came from.
I don't know why. Okay, this is completely unrelated to everything that's happening. It's just a thought that's entered my mind. I don't know why. I'm thinking about like game development, and I don't know why my brain just went to this. But Cyberpunk, right?
yeah.
I remember I was surfing Twitter and I found a meme. It was Twitter, or YouTube. I'm forgetting. No, it's YouTube. I found a video that was basically like, you know that scene in WandaVision where Vision's like exploring the town in the Halloween episode and everybody's all like weird and like still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was literally that entire clip, and then the caption was Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Very, very, very good. Very clever joke. Didn't see it coming.
I mean, I digged it.
I had a weird dream a couple days ago involving Cyberpunk 2077.
Were you playing the game?
No, it was just like Keanu Reeves getting fed up with all the little backlash of it for some reason. He just like finally broke. He's like, I'm sick of you freaking people.
You're breathtaking. You're stealing my soul.
You're taking my breath from me with your doom.
You're all the freaking ghouls from Harry Potter.
Idris says, hey, what do you think a protagonist should be?
A protagonist should be interesting, relatable, and sort of like flawed in a way that is relatable and also able to overcome those flaws. Or they could be Goku and just not know what girls are.
Goku's flaw is that he's a dumbass.
And he doesn't know anything and therefore is strong or whatever. I don't know. He's like, I don't know.
He focuses on fighting a lot, but everything else he sucks at. He doesn't know how to socialize. He can barely hold up a job.
Yeah. Thankfully, his job is just running around wearing an orange gi all the time.
Why doesn't Goku decide to take like an actual career path that he can make millions in? Like people have to know who Goku is in the Dragon Ball universe, right? Do we ever know if people know who any of those characters are? Goku should be a friggin' hero in the Dragon Ball universe.
Except he keeps destroying everything. I don't know. I have no idea how Goku is received in the universe.
Man, Destiny keeps dropping.
It might just be the internet connection. Let's see here.
But,
Other questions.
Like, I'm just thinking, like, Goku should totally be, like, a martial arts instructor or something. Imagine that. Or a trainer.
So, Gonzalo T. This character will be a friendly NPC? Actually, yes. We can, I think, at least say that much. Bree the Magpie, which is her name. She's not Wave the Swallow. She is a defector. She is like one of the few battle birds. Well, actually, only battle bird that actually helps Tails out in the story. And we will not get too much into what her reasoning is or that, but we can get into what she's like. She's like a little bit of a go-getter, Rambo character. She's very.
I mean, if you want, Jinx, do you want to answer this question? Or...
I mean, I don't think it's too much. She's a veteran from the first time the Battlebirds attacked the island. She's just one of the randos that Tails defeated, and she has since defected and is now helping our side.
Right.
With this current invasion.
But why? All those answers will be revealed in the next episode of Tails Adventure.
Armada Z.
You mean like the first episode? Was this like the pilot or like the pre-show? Like,
no, I have no idea. I don't know.
What is it? I'm talking about Black Wave. Yeah. I like the idea more than the SA2 Transformers plane. We don't need Michael Bay here. Do you have any new projects you're thinking about doing? I feel like everybody here in this chat, or at least most of us, have like a separate project disconnected from this that we are all working on individually. But
I don't.
aside from that, what is it?
Wow.
We have ideas, I think, maybe, for after this game, whenever that may be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair to say. We do have different ideas of, like, you know, what we might work on, if that's the question that you're
And
asking.
those ideas are not fan games. We do not plan to make any other fan games after this.
Unless we get paid to do it, which
Yeah.
would be great.
Very unlikely.
Yeah,
And it wouldn't be a fan game at that point.
No, it's just a paid game
I
project.
mean, we could be fans while we make it.
Maybe fans of the material, but then also getting
You're
paid.
gonna be the next Christian Whitehead.
That's what
No.
I don't
That's
think.
highly unlikely.
Yeah.
But it would be amazing.
It would be great. Christian Whitehead already had a game company, though.
You know how, what is it?
So do we.
You said, like, Sonic's about
Yeah,
slopes, well, Tails is about,
Blocks.
yeah.
No.
That is the game. Let's see here.
Let's see here. Do you have? No, I already read that. No Transformers plane here. Or no, that Jinx said that. Cool. Lover boots.
Hey, yeah, they're a bit ripped up. I think that's the idea, right? They're broken boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I? Ugh.
So, in other news,
Yeah.
I like cheese.
You like cheese? Get out of town! I like cheese too, except I'm lactose
I
intolerant.
like.
Wow, really?
I like cheese. Cheese is pretty rad.
And that's why I like Brie.
Wow.
It's
Wow,
very
what?
cheesy. Is that what you're saying?
She has nothing to do with cheese at all.
No.
Maybe
she's
you don't,
named
you don't
after
know
the
that.
bird.
You don't know
She's
that.
named after a-
writer.
She's actually named after a sound a bird makes on Twitter.
Her personality was based off of
Yeah,
Thor.
the sound of bird makes.
Yeah,
yeah.
there was like a Twitter guy.
There are lots of birds in this game. That's correct.
Oh, you have no idea. I love the bird.
Like primarily birds, but then that would make sense. You're fighting an armada of birds, right? You can't just have one or two.
Now, as the main artist character guy who makes all of our characters, would you say there are more birds in this game or canines?
It's a half and half.
It's about half and
birds.
half. There's a lot of canines, especially with the sisters being added into the mix here.
I don't know. They could all like. I think they counted like. Wait, was Chuck
Yeah.
a dog?
He is. He's a coyote.
Yeah,
He's their
a coyote
father.
because
Okay, good. I was confused. I was like, uh-oh. Wait, did we mess up?
No, Uncle Chuck is a or not Uncle.
Uncle
His father.
Chuck.
He's not Uncle Chuck. Excuse me. A little bit of my Archie coming through, or not Archie.
Right,
but
he's gonna be
Sam, yeah.
everybody's father.
I'm sorry, everybody. My Archie is showing.
My Archie is
you hear
showing.
that? Sonic's related to coyotes.
But wouldn't be impossible to be honest, especially in that particular universe. But the characters of it's like we are trying to focus on characters that you're going to meet in our first part of the game, our first region, but we have so many places to go and things like that. We're not going to tell you about all of them, but a lot of them are just NPCs. They don't bear on the plot. The idea, though, being that the inhabitants of Cocoa Island, because we've decided that people live on Cocoa Island, besides just Tails, are kind of canid creatures. So foxes, coyotes, maned wolves,
Oh,
wolves.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more variety though.
Yeah,
It's just
moles,
Rocket Power,
monkeys.
It's just that Rocket Power was on a dog kick for a while.
Dog kick. How dare you kick the
I'm
dog?
sorry, okay?
You don't have to be sorry.
Don't be sorry. Dogs are cool. I'm a
that's-
big dog, right? We established that earlier in the stream, and I'm cool.
I mean, he said that. I don't know if I agreed to it, but
Yeah.
yes.
I am. You're wrong if you think otherwise.
Alright, buddy. In every way but physically, I am a dog. A big dog, though. Don't get it twisted.
I don't know. We have sheep too.
We do have a sheep
We do.
and a goat,
We have a sheep.
fish,
We have a sheep, a goat,
And
a
snake.
bear.
Crocodile.
bear, crocodiles, and snakes. It's true. We have a bunch of
Alligator. I run a movie.
It's really based on the region they show up with that we kind of decided what they were going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it kind of like that?
Sort
I'm
of.
feeling it.
Except for the third region where one of them is a fish,
It
because
was
that doesn't make any
totally
dang sense.
intentional, guys. I swear. No. What were you saying?
No, just saying in
Yeah,
our...
we also got the geologist.
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
we
what?
do have the geologist. One of them is a bird, and the other one is a straight up
I
dinosaur.
legit-
So,
I legit thought you just said we have the jaundice. I'm like, okay.
We got
Let's see.
Stephen.
when the game happens, I mean, the overall timeline, yes, Sonic timeline doesn't make any sense, but still. So the game takes place.
in universe.
in-
After, all right, hear me out. The game
Hold
takes
on.
place after all the other games. When is
Consider-
that? Whenever the last game was.
Consider the only things that are. I consider as the writer, the only things that are canon are like Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and Tails Adventure.
Fair
Now,
enough.
after that, it's kind of up in the air whether or not we consider it to be.
Yeah.
It might have just happened before
Yeah,
those
because-
next games.
So,
or
yeah,
whatnot.
because like, I mean, the only Sonic
can't be
games that
before.
have any sort of ongoing story, like any
I don't know,
direct
Tails is a little older,
connectivity.
Yeah, he's like older
Yeah, the
now.
only Sonic games that have like a direct connectivity, like one to the other, where it was like a connected story, was probably Sonic 1 to Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, and then you've got Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. They had parts of the other continuity.
Yeah, they had ties.
They had ties to it. But yeah, so like our game is like it's a future thing. The future portion of it though is really just to justify the characters being looking different. It's not like this is exactly what's going to happen with Tails.
It's not going to be too much, aside from Sonic Adventure, Tails Adventure. It's not going to be too much. Like he knows these characters.
Yeah.
because of-
He knows the character. He knows the Battlebirds. He knows Speedy. He doesn't know some of the new characters we're introducing, like Scream and Shout. He doesn't know
There's
them.
something that happens in Sonic Adventure 2 that's very important. That's important to this game.
And he will certainly not remember Bree, and that is...
No.
Or Domino.
Well, no, he doesn't know these people either. Of course, that's just because Tails doesn't get out much. He just stays at home.
And why is Sonic Adventure 2 canon? Because we need to explain why we have all those references to all those freaking tech, all that tech that he uses in the background or whatever. I don't know.
So Sonic Adventure 2 is canon. I actually, why would you?
It's canon because he has a plane.
Well, okay, but he had a plane in
But he
the
has a
Sonic
plane in all
Sonic
of
the
the
Hedgehog
games.
1. He's always had a plane. Well, it's not Sonic. No, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic 2.
It's
Yeah, the
canon,
plane.
but we can't tell you why.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like a lot of it is just to justify certain characters existing in the same place. So that's
It's because Shadow shows up. I'm sorry, everybody. I spoiled that earlier. They know now.
spoiled the whole game. The whole game is about
That's
Shadow.
good.
Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Shadow's
We're gonna
the
have,
main character. It's
He's
like-
yeah.
like one of those things
You
where
made
it's
me
like
joke.
Actually, nah,
Tails see everything from his perspective, but it's really Shadow's story.
Right.
All right,
Shadow's
let's see
been
here.
here the whole time.
Any German suplexes in the game? I don't.
A German suplex is when you grab someone around the waist and then you sort of hoist them backwards. You flip
Yeah.
backwards and knock them on their back.
Yeah.
Currently, no.
But
Thank you for the suggestion. It
Totally
must
be a thing.
be in the game now. Yeah.
it's not a bad idea,
See,
though.
wait, Tails no
I
longer
can- I
scared little
actually know
boy.
exactly- I can actually think of
No.
several places where that would actually
Tails is
fit.
not like that.
I think that's why Sonic Adventure 2 is specifically canon, because we're building off of his character from there.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have this arc where Tails has to become brave. He already is, and we are going to expand on him from there.
I mean, technically
Yeah.
speaking, right? Sonic Adventure has that arc, and then like you can just say Adventure 2 didn't happen, and then just pick up from there. But
Oh,
I mean,
didn't?
if you're gonna have Adventure 1 be canon, yeah.
Oh, so I was referencing the
2.
wrong game.
What? Anyway. No. Tails.
Tails
is,
doesn't really have a character arc in SA2.
He's just gonna fly high. That's why his song is the same song as it was in the Adventure 1.
Yeah, the only character
Changed not at
with a
all.
friggin' arc in SA2 is Shadow.
I guess that was the point, right? That was the intention. They wanted that. Anyway, were you gonna say something, Jinx? I'm sorry if I cut you off.
This game is to show off Tails' capabilities in his own game, which
Yeah.
hasn't existed since Tails Adventure 1.
To explore the idea of a Sonic character existing without the need for having Sonic in the game. So essentially, this entire project is based on that video that Radical Soda made.
Or before him.
No,
he made that.
we were. I'm kidding.
Radical Soda made like what?
A
Like
couple
2
of
weeks
like
ago.
2 weeks ago. We've been working on this game for 3 years, but yeah, sure. That's it's him.
There's a little bit of a pivot.
We stopped what we were doing because it was about Shadow.
Wait, no.
Change of plans. Keep doing what you're doing.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
I
man.
screwed up her face. That's bad.
Friggin',
Did I
what is
forget
it,
how to
like,
make
I
models?
love-
Is that it? No.
I love the idea of what is it? Like, because Sega has like a catalog of characters, all varying in gameplay styles, potential, personality, sometimes even world. In the case of like Blaze and Classic Sonic, like you can make so many spin-off games of varying different genres with all these different characters, and they could all be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could, but you know, Sonic's the mascot,
They
and
could.
they don't know if Sonic could make money until recently.
No, because they need to get because remember they need to get Sonic right in 3D before they think about any other characters, and they've been saying that for like 10 years. So don't.
You know, it's a long process.
Yeah, I got a color palette working here.
All right, let's take a look at it.
I'm looking at it. It's looking pretty slick.
Okay, so gray and red. So
What is it? Mecha says, wait, so Tails is no longer a scared little boy like he used to be in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Forces? No, he's not a scared little boy. He's a
scared little man.
He's a he's a little man.
He's a little man.
He's 12 years old. He's. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. Okay.
No, he's a 12-year-old little man. Puberty started to hit. Let's see here.
No, I was gonna say he's had his bar
Idris.
mitzvah.
Oh my God.
Bar
Oh,
mitzvah.
The legend does not show up.
No, it's not even that. It's just his culture. He's Jewish. No.
It's like, man, the culture of the Sonic world is weird.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Who?
I don't know. Someone was talking, and then I ruined it.
I just got a freaking cramp in my tongue. Ah.
Ooh,
Okay,
that
so,
sounds painful.
It is.
Muscle.
What
Your
is
tongue
it?
is all muscle.
Like I-
It's all pain.
Whenever I yawn, there's like a 75% chance that my tongue will cramp. It's like the absolute worst.
That's a weirdly high percentage.
You don't even have
I
to.
know it. It hurts.
What?
It
Okay.
hurts so bad.
Oh, I see. You're
So
talking
sorry.
about the German suplex reference. You don't even have to like make Tails do it. Just put it in a cutscene. I don't care. No, it's most likely
Yeah.
not gonna be a gameplay element.
Oh,
Hey,
Idris.
Green could do it.
Idris
It could be
here.
one of his moves. He like runs in and flies and picks
Yeah,
you
no,
up.
but
and
it's like the
bird
Mortal
jerk
Kombat.
suplex
It's like
you.
the Mortal Kombat version where it like
Yeah.
cracks a BB's skull.
Oh, jeez.
oh no.
What's going on? Says Miles
What's your guys'
Test Proud.
thoughts on that Mortal Kombat trailer?
Alright, before we get to that, Idris said you don't even have to like
read that.
make Tails do
Right.
it. You already read that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but what's going on, Miles? Tails Prower? Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you've seen. You've been here. You know what's going on. Playing toy, I see. Let's try something here where I add the subdivision surface so I can get a better idea of what this would look like if it was good. This music reminds me so much of the theme from Final Fantasy X with the anyway.
Dude, this game is freaking awesome. Everything about it is amazing.
Alright, well, I'm glad you like it. And I probably agree.
It is the best Zelda game. I am not kidding.
It says it's a Zelda game. I think Zelda would like to have a word with you. Excuse
Oh yeah.
me.
It actually, as if Zelda can compare to
Zelda.
Okami.
Zelda element.
It's
Zelda.
got a lot of Zelda, like
Elements.
it's heavily Zelda influenced, but it is an entirely different beast that is very Zelda-like, almost like very Zelda, like just very, it's
It's
very
not-
Ocarina of
Come
Time.
on, man. It's not that. It's not that ocarina.
It's pretty Ocarina of
pretty
Time. It's got
Ocarina.
dungeons and it's got dungeons and items and the progression and the fields and everything. Like it's just
Yes, every game with these things
Yes.
is Zelda.
We're gonna have a fire dungeon, water dungeon, ice dungeon.
it's not like
So,
that, but it always
to
has-
answer your
it's
question,
like-
Miles Tails Prower, because nobody did. I'm sorry about that, because we were all joking too much.
Oh,
We're working on some character design, character models for an NPC that you will meet in the game. a friendly NPC who is a bird. Her name is Bree. And also some concept art for Speedy in our game. Check the bottom left of the screen for details.
What's your guys' thoughts on the color palette?
Alright, I'm liking it so far. We wanted to make sure he had kind of like some similarities. So the black on there will kind of resemble like almost like the overcoat that his father, his father wore.
Say what? Nah, I like this. I don't want to ruin this.
No. I'm not trying to add. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it does add a little bit to it because it was just pure white, I think, in the comics. Because this looks a lot like comic version of him. Also, a question: does he have weapons? Like when you fight him in the game? Wow, you got to work on the draft on that because I don't think we even included the boss fight with Speedy until later on in the game. We'll work on it. But.
It just that reminds me of Akuma more than Yakuza. But I play Street Fighter.
I know you read this before, and I know you probably hate it, but make it like Yakuza, make it like one Yakuza reference, like make Tails turn around and then look back in a cool way in one scene. That's all you need to do. All right.
I think trying to make Tails look cool is a mistake.
You just need to let him be cool.
Be cool,
Yeah, just let him be cool. Don't force it.
Tails isn't. No, I like to think Tails isn't like Sonic. He doesn't need to try.
Ooh, Sonic is actually just like, I'm trying my hardest, Tails. Am I cool?
That's what he's been trying to do for the past 10 years. I mean, let's be honest. That's what he's been trying to do for the past 10 years.
He does cool things his own way. He probably won't strike poses and whatnot like that, like Sonic.
Yeah, probably not, because that's not what he's about. Tails, not about gestures of cool.
Like what is that? Cockiness.
Just tough guy. Tails is not a tough guy. He's very not tough.
I'm better.
I'm better than Sonic.
I'm better than you.
I'm better than Sonic. He's like can run just as fast as him, jump just as high,
and fly. Can
better.
Sonic
And I'm
fly?
smarter.
Yeah, like what's Sonic got?
Why do we do Blue Hassle again?
Yeah, what do we even bother with this?
I can spin dash.
And dude, the other guy can glide and climb up walls. This guy's practically useless. He's holding us down.
He has the drop dash.
Yeah,
He's
now.
the only speedrunners.
Isn't he also like slightly faster?
Tails is not slightly. Are you talking about who?
Oh, Sonic. Slightly faster.
Yeah, Sonic is
Tails-
faster. He's the fastest
Wait,
thing
no,
alive.
No. In the class, if we're talking like the classic games, Tails and
No, I
Sonic
don't
run at the exact same
That
speed.
same- yeah. I was talking about Mania.
The same speed, I think.
Think so?
I
I don't
think.
know. I heard Sonic was actually the fastest one, but I don't know.
I think they run at the same.
It would be
speed.
quite sad if
It's
he
the enemy.
does run at the same speed, because that's the idea of classic Sonic though. It's like it's really, when you think about it, it does the like a lazier version of your adventure formula where you can play as multiple characters, but they all do the same
Hey.
thing.
Got a hit.
I mean, I'd say the classic games have it's better than the adventure formula.
Yeah, Gonzalo, we have a tryout thing on our.
We do have a tryout thing. You have tried out
We do.
before. I know it's been a while since last time, but feel free to try out again. I think you tried out as an animator.
Wait, yeah, do you need 3D modelers? I'd love to make 3D assets for the game. Heck yeah. Go to the tryouts and show us what you got.
Yeah, but make sure it's safe for work this time, okay? Thanks.
Tails can definitely swim, yeah.
Oh, did he come in here before?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, like,
No one remembers these people, but I do.
safe for work, like, Arco, I mean, technically speaking, NSFW would be still valuable as a reference.
I mean,
Don't put it in there.
I mean, if all they had was NSFW, we'd probably have them DM us specifically
you
so
gotta
we
give me
can.
that.
I feel like, yeah.
For my files. No.
For my collection.
My collection is so bad. Okay, let me stop right there before it gets
Yeah,
worse.
stop.
Stop! How long is this going?
Gonzalo says Tails can swim. Yeah, he can swim, and no other Sonic game past classic games ever acknowledged that.
Well, especially not Boom, where everyone just died when they touched water, because they're all
Yeah, they go
apparently
like, "Oh."
they're all apparently Yoshi from Mario Sunshine.
They're water soluble. No, they're hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic, yes.
Why-
Like
why-
every
why
one of
do I
them
wanna
has
see-
freaking rabies.
Why does that make me? I want to see a mod of Sunshine where they just replace Yoshi with friggin' Boom Sonic and he shoots like the friggin' what would the juices be that come out of your mouth?
Chili dog juice. I don't know.
Yeah, chili sauce.
It'd be really good. It's like he's got like acid reflux. It's really bad. It's not good. It's like what are you trying to say to the kids here?
I mean, all that running and gyrating is probably going to make anyone's stomach cramp.
Oh goodness, I can't even. That's just. I feel bad for this. I hate that feeling. It's awful. Just waking up in the middle of the night after I had some spaghetti. I enjoyed the spaghetti, but now I got the freaking acid in my throat. Oof. Oof. It's the worst feeling.
Yeah, heard.
Also, we need music.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
Wait, it's over, huh? Yeah, it was a whole hour and 20 minutes of music, and now it's over. Okay, so chat, if you've got some music ideas that are not just crazy and gonna get a copyright strike,
How about Crash 4?
we can do Crash 4, sure, why not? And then next one you guys got, alright? I don't make it, so I guess I should be fine. That's great.
So,
Mess around,
is
that's
this,
all.
the color palette we're going to go with then?
Do you have any other ideas, or do you want us to come up with ideas? Is that the idea?
You guys can come up with ideas if you want.
So, I want you to try a version where he is white. Like, he's just got like a kind of an off-white look. We were talking about kookaburras earlier, and it would be so much of a departure from the normal look for Speedy, it might be unacceptable, but I just wanted to try it. Just to see.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
All right, so let's take a look at what a kookaburra looks like. I think I shared a link earlier. Let me copy this. Where's my video about kookaburras? I'm going to share my screen, not on here. Well, whatever. I'll share it on the stream. Why not? So everyone knows what I'm talking about, rather than me just talking randomly. It takes a long time for me to set this up because, of course, it does. Whoa. Walk the llama llama. The llama llama.
Llama-palooza.
Llama-palooza!
Llama-palooza!
Oh, Jimmy!
Ah, Jedi. I love the salt memes.
You guys can't see my screen. I don't know why I just did that. Oops. That music with them laughing, though, is quite funny. Should Amy have noodle legs? Yes, because she's a Sonic character. There's no reason to do anything. I mean, I have a body base for females, but like, shoot. Now I gotta question that. Like, do I make it look like all my other characters?
I think we might have to do something different for Amy. I think we're probably gonna have to make the noodle legs for Amy.
Yeah, make the noodle legs for Amy's because that's what people expect from Amy.
Wait, we're talking about noodle. Wait. We're talking about noodle legs. Like, I sort of zoned out. What are we talking about?
Amy's design.
Yeah.
What about her?
Should she have noodle legs?
I was just. Yeah. Like the rest of the
would she
kid.
not?
I mean, she's never been depicted with wide legs, so.
Okay, what the?
What's the difference between wide and noodle legs here?
Basically the way that I draw the the female characters versus how Sega does.
That's why we're having this conversation, because Destiny's doing concept art for her, a turnaround, and so it's like, do we draw it the way that he draws them, or does she draw them with the noodle legs?
So are you saying like the way you normally draw Sonic characters, like with the hips and everything like that, and Amy should have that?
Right.
Okay.
Maybe later, Kingdom Hearts.
I think whatever's consistent with the rest of the game, right?
No,
We're gonna be really obscure though. We're gonna be really obscure though. We're not gonna pick Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, or 3. We're gonna be like Kingdom Hearts, like Dreamed Up Distance, or like Birth by Sleep.
I don't think it has its own freaking thing. Hang on, just a second. Let me read these comments, because there's a couple of them. We can't hear Kingdom Hearts. We can listen to it later. Much Ales. Sorry, Munchables. No late night eating or late dinners after
Kawaii
7.
Sprite.
Kawaii Sprite.
Yeah, you've never seen.
Funky.
You've never seen Gremlins.
Okay.
What's
That's
the...
an After Midnight.
Yeah, sure, but I don't know what
What's
that's
the, like-
referencing. Maybe because of the eating? Was I talking about eating? Oh, you're talking about spaghetti. No, okay, so it's not that I ate after 7, it's just I ate it at all, and I had spaghetti. I woke up in the night, and I feel the heartburn, if that's what you're making reference to. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
it's usually like spaghetti or like sauce.
Anything with, like, acid in it, basically.
What is it, like chocolate?
Yeah.
I do like
It's-
Destiny. I don't.
Yeah, I have experienced heartburn before. It is not pleasant.
No, no.
Not even water. Not even water helps.
Specifically, water's not going to help, because water is just a solvent. It'll just be like mixing the water and the acid together. It's like, oh, great. So you want to take something that's thick, like a base, something that'll counteract it. So that's why they give you the
Which is why that's
Pepto-Bismol.
sort of thing, right? It's like pure calcium.
Oh, we got Larry the Cable Guy coming in with Prilosec.
So these are the non-noodle legs. Is that what you're saying right now, Destiny? In this picture that you're
Yeah,
showing?
those are the non.
They look-
Those are the non-noodle legs, and I was just wondering, do I do those or do it like how they actually look like in the Sonic series, where it's just noodle legs?
You can.
Noodle
I
legs,
think
noodle
it's.
legs.
I think it'll be fine if you do noodle legs. Also, I liked that idea that you had shown a while ago for feet, where they were just kind of like, they weren't with the bubble toes. They were more like
Yeah.
they weren't blobs, but they were like a little cross between. You know what I'm talking about? That picture?
Basically, the
Yeah.
paws.
Yeah, little paw feet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was just doing that first because I think you mentioned to do like both.
Ah.
So I was doing that first, and then I was gonna do that one
Fair enough. Cool.
where it's like pods.
Cool. No one knows what we're talking about here. Let me share that image with you guys, so that.
I always think about suits like this. Like Rocket, as the designer, I don't even know if you're thinking about this. How does Speedy's suit work to where his tail can stick out of the back like that?
It's got a hole in it.
I imagine that there's like a little hole in the back.
I mean, usually Speedy does not have a tail. so
It's not like there's a large flap area, because then that would be like not very wind efficient, because there'd be like air being sucked into the suit.
Actually, I just thought about this. What if it's like it's a step in, almost like a onesie? It's got a zipper on the back, and then he kind of like puts his tail into position, and then just where the tail goes, there's like a little where the zipper comes together, and he pulls
Yeah, there's
it
that
up.
little hole right above, right below the zipper.
Yeah.
That could work.
And that's just, we don't have to show this, but it can just be a part
Yeah,
of it.
you could just just
if
do
you have
like a
logical
single
problem.
line to represent the seam.
Yeah. We didn't even do this for freaking the other characters, but none of the other characters are wearing a full-on bodysuit. They're wearing pants and a shirt, so it's easier to do that with them. Okay, let's see here. Tales of Adventure Armada, casting characters, concept, NPCs, Amy Rose, references. Wow, I only have the old references for Amy. Of course I do.
Think about the OST. What do you guys think about? What do you think about Crash Bandy / Cash Manuka?
It's like,
Have you played any of the games?
I love
No.
Perch Bundy.
Kirch Bundy. That's funny. My name is Kurt Bundy. I'm here to start trouble and pop bubbles.
I've never heard Kurt Bundy. I like that.
Kurt Bundy, like the
I just came up with it on the fly.
the son-in-law of Ted Bundy. No, that's Jeff. Okay, file. No.
Kurt Bundy and his sidekick, Kirk. Kirk.
Captain Kirk. I should just share my whole screen instead of doing what I'm doing.
Clark Bandy Crat.
Clark Kent. That's Superman's sidekick.
This is our work in progress for Amy, being worked on by Destiny. We're trying to as much as possible conform our art styles to.
I don't think
to
we're
each
seeing
other.
what you want us to see.
You don't see it?
And their powerful mascot, Ook.
So, oh no! You'll see it in a moment because you're gonna be watching. It's like a little behind this stream.
Okay.
I think that's.
I mean, I thought of that, but it was also kind of stopped. So I thought, you were right.
Oh, you're not live.
Let's see, am I live?
Kurt
I
Blandon.
am. I guess it's lagged more than I thought it would.
What are you seeing right now?
It's fine. It's seeing what you said it was.
All right, cool. So there's WIP Amy. Lore for Amy in this story. I think everyone probably already knows this, but Amy is on vacation, which is why she's here. As one of the primary characters from the legacy set that you'll be seeing, we had to come up with reasons why people would be in the story rather than just including them for no reason. So that is why Amy is here.
She's on vacation and got stuck up in the invasion.
Yeah, caught up in all of it. But that doesn't mean she won't be helping you out with her Amy ways.
Her hammer
With her hammer.
and whacking birds.
Whack-a-bird.
The mortal enemy of Kurt Bundy is Near Curtis.
Speedy has come to
It's just like a regular
Coco
name.
himself as the new bat. Oh, you wrote that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because
You're
someone,
like, what is this?
someone
this
had-
is way too accurate.
like, how did, who, what? Who
What
told,
is this?
what?
We got a leaker.
You got a leaker. Okay, so yeah, sorry. I didn't answer your question earlier, and that's why you answered that. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Oh.
Like, because someone had asked, like, you know, what's Speedy like
Caton's busy today. He's,
to earn.
I don't know if Caton's busy today, PJ.
So Caton is. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's.
Oh, he has been busy with like preparing for an interview.
Yeah, he's moving into a new apartment. He's doing a lot of things right now, so he's not here, unfortunately.
Lunch, Randy Luke.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Let's get back to work here. It's just fun to hang out with you guys, you know. It's all good. We don't have to get any work done. It's a variable productivity live stream.
I still can't believe that they got away
Very
with naming one of the characters after a fetus.
Okay,
That hurts my bad feelings.
what?
Embryo?
Oh, Dr. Embryo. Oh, Embryo. It's a baby version of
Wait, what about?
of Neo.
Wait, what about Embryo?
I can't believe that they managed to get away with naming a character after a fetus.
I don't see why they wouldn't have been able to get away with that. It's not that big a deal. I mean, if they'd named him Dr. Fetus, people would have had questions, but other than that, it's not that big a deal.
I'm the greatest of law. Check your Bible. I wrote it.
All right. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Let's do this.
I believe it's not named Doctor Bush.
That would be really
That would
awful.
be
And that's never gonna
I
happen.
don't know how Crash 4's like. Thinking about Embryo, I don't know how Crash 4's inverted levels work, as Embryo just lays a whole bunch of eggs after becoming a pterodactyl. I
Okay.
don't know how that works.
Just wondering. It's always fun when all of you are together. I'm glad to be hearing Rocket Pal. It just no, it doesn't.
Yeah. When was the last time Rocket Power was in a stream ever?
I don't know. But
I
she's
think
here
I've been
today,
honest with you.
and that's what matters.
I don't know. It was months ago.
a little hazy.
How long have we been doing streams?
Well, not that long. I mean, if you want to count up the
Only 3
years
years.
together, but they haven't been fully years because we take breaks from doing it from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When we
like,
get back to game streams. Maybe are we? When we go back to game streams later today, once you get bored of this, I'm thinking like
Once we get bored of this, when you get bored of it, but it'll be too late because I won't be done still.
play like you play like what is it? It's like, guys, let's play TSR. Oh crap, they disconnected the servers. Wow, they really must not care about this game.
I mean, can't imagine they do in the world. Who's still playing that game, like for real, like legit and not as a joke.
It's a shame. It's a shame too because it's a really good game. It just was killed. Like it wasn't even killed. It just died.
Well, because they didn't support it. Like they spent all that money on the cartoons. I'm like, we're gonna have either those cartoons or we're gonna continue to support the server. You make a choice now. And Aaron Weber's like, no, make the cartoon. He doesn't have any choice over that decision. I'm kidding.
I mean, honestly, if it's between us getting another Sonic racing game and a Sonic cartoon styled like Tyson Shorts, I'm picking the cartoon. The cartoon is a lot better looking.
Okay.
It's also more entertaining.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right? Like, okay, if we had a choice right now between having Sonic become a cartoon character wholly,
About
and
then,
basically just make
yeah.
like comics and cartoons styled after the Tyson Hess shorts, right? Like, if we could, if it was a like difference, alright, would you rather have Sonic only have cartoons, but they're styled after like the Tyson Hess shorts, and Sonic becomes a wholly cartoon character, and none of the games ever, like, no games anymore, or would you have games but no cartoons?
Sonic the Hedgehog is a pretty rough transition from 3D to 2D shows. You're not asking me that question, no.
Despite the fact that I only had one 3D.
What happened to my... Oh, I know why.
And all of his I think all of Sonic's cartoons are entertaining in their own way.
Uh-huh. Excuse me.
You have Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is just insanity. And then you have Sad AM, which I've still never seen. And then we have...
Yes, there we go. That's what I want. Where is he? 17.
Then we have Sonic Underground. Underground was...
Sonic Underground.
I don't even know how to describe Underground.
It's a musical Sonic show with some characters in it. I haven't watched it either, but I hear people like it. Or like it. Or still like it. Every one of these things still has its favorites.
I remember Disney had the rights to it for a little while.
Hang on, I will be right back.
You see that? Even Sonic wasn't by Disney at one point.
No, they would show the Sonic the Hedgehog, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog show on Disney, the kids version of it. It wasn't XD, it was something else. So. BRB, I'm gonna
Then there's,
myself.
Alright, then there's, what is it? What else? There's... What was the next show after Underground? Sonic X?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had Sonic... What do you guys think of Sonic X?
Passable.
I couldn't watch like the first few episodes. I tried.
It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird show. I want to call it pretty good, but then I also can't. And then when I call it bad, I just like it's not quite awful.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Rodolus has been putting out content since 2018, right? I want to say he's been putting out content since like 2018, 2017? No, 2018. Yeah, you're right about that. That's crazy. Rodolus has been doing VPLs for over 3 years now. Our little boy is all grown up into an older boy.
When did I join the project again?
When did you join the project? I have no idea.
I can't remember.
When was your earliest memory talking to us?
I remember my introduction to it. saying that he was working on a project that required 3D animation. And I was like, hey, that's what I'm majoring in college, so I'd like to join that. See what I can do. And that's
Were you
how
in college at the time?
I'm still in college.
No, I mean like were you on campus or was it like over the summer? My question.
It was around the end of a year.
Okay, so it was probably like June or something of 2019.
No, I said at the end of a year.
Oh. It's got to be sometime in 2019 because I don't remember you being here in 2018. And it was after the project pivoted, so it had to have been after March.
I think it was around January 2019.
2019, do you remember our old project leader and all that kind of stuff? Do you remember like Miles Brower?
I remember bits and I don't think I was here when it was called that.
Yeah, so that had to have been after March. Older boys, right? Heck yeah. Alright, we're so glad to have all of the talent on the team. Yeah, we're all talented. We're all amazing. I'm the best one, but everyone else is also pretty good. What is Oh man.
We walk outside, we take some off the street. Hey, can you write? I think so. Alright, good.
Yeah, can you write?
Yeah.
I mean,
Get in here.
basically, whether
can-
it was Rhodolus or the... Huh?
No, go on.
I was saying, like, whether it's Rhodolus or the original guy, we're basically all dragged off the street and shoved into Discord. Being like, hey, can you do something? Yeah, alright, come on in. Man, I came into this project as a voice actor. Oh my god.
I came in as an animator, and I somehow ended up as co-director.
Yeah, right? Oh man.
By taking on a bunch of responsibilities.
Sanity. Jake's the only person here that's actually... Or no, Destiny 2.
That's what?
Like-
New?
I remember
Yeah.
Rhodolus being geeked.
I remember Rhodolus
Well,
came in here as a modeler
still
and
a
somehow became director of the entire flippin' project.
I remember when Rhodolus wasn't called the Flake.
I remember when Miles Brower came
Yeah,
in.
but
Yeah,
that's a
but
long
change-
time ago.
Tales of Adventure Armada.
He hasn't changed his nickname for some reason.
Listen to me, like I'm a team member. You are a part of the team. All of you guys in the chat are honorary members of the team. You won't be credited in the work. No, that's terrible. You definitely have helped, though. Giving us some people to talk to.
It was all me. Me.
I mean, hey,
Special thanks.
Absolutely.
How do we do this? People's feelings. Okay, so
Be right back.
if we like you enough, we'll put you into the special things. So the
Jeez.
You don't even go into full credits. You're just given a random texture in the game that has your name on it.
okay. No.
I mean, you're
it's not
in
even
the
the
game.
texture's name is actually on it. No. It's not the person's name is on the texture, like physically. It's that the person's name is the name of the texture in the game.
I mean, you're physically in the game now. You're in the coding.
Wrestling moves generally weren't in our mind when thinking about the
You have to
game.
freaking
However,
extract the game in order to show people your resume.
however, Walt's moves have not been made yet.
It's like, why don't the games have any credits? Oh, it's because everybody's already in the game. Your name's... Every single team member has a texture named after them in the game files. Rocket, what texture would you want to be?
What?
What texture would you want your name to be associated with in the game?
Cryo. Very. He's like a litmus tester. What is it? What is it like the the psychologist who asks you these weird questions.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
he's like the guy.
Like, hey,
Such
what's your favorite food?
long time.
Yeah.
I have
And then he'll
cooked with a
judge you
gas
like,
stove.
"Ooh, your favorite fruit's a banana. We don't want you kind here." What the heck?
Yeah, my name would probably fit into one of the dirt textures.
I'm sorry. What?
I think Rotolith should be. I think Rotolith should be Tails' fur texture.
I should be Tails' what? Sorry.
Yeah, Tails' fur texture. We're talking about how every single staff member would have a texture named after them in the game, and have their name in their name in the game file, so there didn't have to be credit screen, so everybody can still be credited in the game.
Ah,
So
interesting
what
concept.
texture would you want to be, Rotolith?
The skybox. In every level.
We can see
Well
how
played. Well
we
played.
can see
Richard.
how he thinks of himself. I am above you. And
I am
all
above all.
encompassing.
Below
I contain all.
You cannot
You
look past
are
me. I am all there
all
is.
And if Rotolith wants to be the skybox, wants to be doesn't want to be anymore, we're just gonna have to pull that away.
All right, let's see here. I have a cheesy question. Why you didn't use the design
Why
of
don't you use
Speedy?
the designs of Speedy with the huge, bulky, and weird harness?
Because no one likes the diaper.
in a
Because no one likes the
Yeah,
diaper
no one
design.
You called it. You answered your own question. Weird, bulky, and weird.
Wait, hang on. Do you mean the one where he's got like the jetpack on his back and the robot hands, or you're talking about the one where he's basically wearing like half an egg on his butt?
I think he's referring to half the egg.
Yeah,
He
okay.
said Archie.
No, it's in both. Like Archie
Oh,
did.
weird.
They had like a post-reboot version of him where he's wearing. Essentially, the design that Rocket Power is doing right now is a variation of the Archie's post-reboot version of Speedy. With the kind of like the speed suit. But he wore that in tandem with a harness that had like, you know, some like jet boosters on it, and he would like fly around, and he had claws on the hands. I thought he may have been referencing that. Pre-reboot Speedy though, he just sit in like a little half egg thing that helped him fly around.
No QT.
I think we just wanted to go for a different design, more like sleek looking. We've given all the Battlebirds tails, even the grunts. They didn't used to have those, and I think it looks pretty nice actually.
Also, I added like the feathers on the arms, kind of like
Yeah, the arm feathers.
So they have a
May or may
reasonable
not let
excuse
them
on how
fly.
they're able to fly on their own.
Maybe.
That's not accurate. That's not accurate to the original design. That makes it bad because it's different. I hate it. It's not. I'm a Sonic fan. No.
It's not been explained how birds fly in the Sonic universe because there's so few birds. Like,
Yeah, I just wanted to give them like a physical appearance excuse.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it. Like, shouldn't the Sonic? I mean, I know it's blasphemy, and the franchise is terrible, and if Baltimore here should be screaming at me, but shouldn't it be more like Ty, where the birds have wings instead of just arms? They have like wings that move like arms instead of having arms with feathers on them.
Yeah, it is weird.
how are they gonna wear the big gloves? Fingerless
They
gloves?
don't need gloves.
No,
They
unacceptable.
have wings.
Well,
Everyone
then
wears
you're not
gloves.
Sonic characters.
Everyone wears gloves. You gotta wear gloves.
We could also go
Birds
like
are worthless.
they just have.
How do they fly with their friggin' tails?
Are there any
wings and-
QTEs?
We could solve the problem. Give them wings and arms. Jeez.
Like Rouge?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Rouge has that.
So they'd be like the angels to her succubus. Fine.
Right. They're
Egg.
like the Arakakra of D&D.
Answer the wrestling move question, please. Wait a minute. What other wrestling moves are you thinking of adding? Well, we weren't thinking of adding any until you brought up the idea of the suplex, but we're not going to go too much further than that.
We're thinking Tails could do a pal driver.
Actually, that does come full circle because remember that one thing I drew on Sonic Legacy?
Yeah. But that was a character that was extra canonical to our game. Doesn't count! No, it's fine.
It was a German suplex.
It was. Indeed it was.
Plat PJ squared. We tend to go with we used his characters that I already made as a base, and we put a little bit of a spin on them without going too far out of the box. So we
Yeah,
try to
Tails
make them
isn't gonna,
sort
Tails
of
isn't
unique.
gonna have like a
you know?
scar or anything like that.
Oh, he's definitely
Yeah,
got a
when
scar.
Too far.
Tails is gonna be, he's gonna be,
He's
Tails
got
is gonna
scar,
be
and he's like
Tails is gonna be
rooting.
missing an eye. Tails is gonna be missing an
Missing an
eye. He's gonna
eyeball.
be wearing a coat. He's gonna have black boots. He's gonna be blue. and
Yeah.
white.
He's Gruff Tail, so he'll be like Sid from Final Fantasy VII.
He's gonna
And he has a 5 o'clock shadow somehow.
No, again, he's gonna be missing an eye. He's gonna be flying, and he's gonna be blue. That's how edgy
Yeah,
he's
eye
gonna be.
patch.
He's gonna be all.
Oh man.
Isn't that one of the scrapped enemy designs though?
Yeah.
Like an evil blue tails.
Yeah, Miles Prower does the scrapped final boss, was basically Tails fighting himself. He'd been left behind by Sonic, the bad ending from, what was it, Sonic CD? Or Sonic...
No, Sonic 2 on the. It's Sonic 2
Sonic
on the
2.
Game Gear.
Lucky have to make that distinction because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a different game from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. Though they have the same name. Wait.
Yeah, that always confused me when I was younger. I was like, what? I was like,
BC is for chronicles, AD is after dream.
I honestly didn't think about it until like a few months ago when it was brought up to me. Like, oh, they're not the same thing. So, okay, let me get back to work. So I like Speedy so far.
But then the Sonic.
Are we thinking of Speedy having any weapons in his fights with you? Like, we haven't really been
He's
giving
having
developers weapons.
I don't know yet.
I imagine you have like the same sort of like battle armor thing that I had in post reboot.
Well, he uses
9mm.
We're thinking
That's
about
Speedy's
giving
weapon.
the Battlebird stuff that specifically counter Tails, so maybe he has like a bola or something.
Okay,
Right, you
9mm
can talk about their abilities. Like, so, Tails, Ebola.
Of counters.
He stops you from
Bola.
flying.
Yeah,
Because Shout is just straight up physical, Scream stops your mechanical stuff from working, so I guess maybe he does something on his own. That's an interesting thought.
But guys, you know what beats
So that's
all of that?
actually
A 9mm pistol.
Not big enough to kill Tails. Tails needs
yeah.
an elephant gun.
No,
You'd never be able to hit his counter with it though, because all that is just.
If there's any guns in the game, they're like cartoony and they shoot projectiles that you can dodge and move.
Yeah, they're the 90s Spider-Man guns.
Speedy is definitely a boss fight, Idris, but we're not certain about recurring because we don't necessarily know where all the boss fights are going to go yet. We're working on that.
See
And
here,
our second
so
draft of
what
the
do
story
you-
will hopefully help us
so-
figure that out.
When you do your own thing with the characters without getting too much or wait, I like it when you do. Okay, never mind. Without going too much out of the box, one reviewer from Sage who played your demo was mentioning oh no.
It's not bad.
I love
Not bad.
Rodolphus is sweating. No.
He's so ashamed of the
and
demo.
figured out later that Tails himself was taller. Then he mentioned, oh, Tails must be older, and he was cool with it. Lol.
Oh,
I'm
that's,
like exactly.
That's exactly what we're
I'm
doing. We don't have to.
surprised. Honestly, man, I am so surprised that not only is there any positive feedback from our demo, but that there's feedback at all.
no, there's
like-
videos. I just don't watch
But
them
that-
because I'm afraid to.
That's the thing though. They're slightly different, but not. We try to make it seem natural. That they're still
yeah.
a character.
Not out of
They've
character,
ruined
they're
it.
just,
Yeah.
what's the...
Oh my god.
Because it's not been like that long. You know how they do time jumps and that stuff? It's not that long. It's like
Yeah.
4 years.
What was that one video that you watched that had our demo be a part of a meme compilation or something?
There was one where it was a meme compilation.
Yeah.
I
Our
don't
game
know.
was a
It
meme.
wasn't that.
Oh, it was in a different language. It was like that Korean video about Tails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's fine. Like it was potentially, possibly a rushed product. It could have spent more time in the oven, but I wanted to push the team to do something like finish
That's
something.
a nice. That's a nice way of putting it.
He basically took the 06 route.
No, because we didn't say it was we didn't try to sell it as a finished product. We told people what it was.
Also, we can't sell it.
We told people it's basically just jumping around and see what the world might look
Yeah.
like.
Currently, the
About it.
Tails Adventure Armada demo is a jumping simulator.
Yeah.
I
It
feel
is.
We're
like
working on
demo-
making it better,
I feel like
but we need
demo-
programmers
I feel
to do
like
that.
Demo might have been a little bit of a misadvertisement there.
See
It's
what
so
you
much
did.
a demo, so much as it is a,
Run
I
and
don't know
jump
what you
test.
call it, but I feel like demo doesn't fit.
Jump test. We should have just called it jump test.
Jump test. 1.
We just want to show you how the character might control. That's about it.
You have a 50-50 chance of clipping through the floor. And,
Yeah, don't hit jump more than once.
Oh!
please.
yeah, don't move at all. All you can do is jump
Hey
and
everybody,
then 50-50.
congratulations. So Rocky, you said 50-50 cancel. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, great. Oh, so, alright, so congratulations everybody. We are amazing game developers that have accomplished great things. We just made a game on par with Super Mario
We'll-
Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube.
We'll patch it later.
Patch it later, exactly. What are you guys even freaking... What are you getting
What are
like
you
back
worried
for? Like, really? We'll patch it after it's
we'll
released.
Patch it later. Well, no. Rodolph needs to make an apology video where it's like, I know we rushed into things a little bit.
Oh,
there are a
yeah.
lot of factors or whatever. Like
Lot
the
of factors.
freaking
So many
Cyberpunk
things.
Video.
A year later.
We just want...
Wasn't there supposed to be a? Is there supposed to be a patch or something now? I'm forgetting.
For what?
Cyberpunk.
I don't know. I'm not paying attention to Cyberpunk until it's done now.
See, and here's the thing, right?
Avengers
This is
is
what me and
just
Rocket
getting
were
attacked
talking
now.
about. This is what me and Rocket were talking about when it comes to that being the game's legacy, because by the time the game's fixed, everybody will have forgotten about it, and nobody will care.
Someone will care. But it will be all the people who stole the data and whatnot. They'll be like, ha ha ha! We have your data. I want to like it, I want to play it, but I just gotta wait longer now. Until I get a PlayStation 5, which I don't have, at least.
I do.
Well, it's not real.
Well, I don't know.
Congratulations for you.
I have a
Also,
go.
you're
I
not
have.
real.
I have a
You
ghost
have a
console.
PlayStation 5.
My console's ghost.
I love that. You're not real. You have a PlayStation 5.
I live in the future,
I live in the
where
future.
they finally restocked.
Does Pennsylvania have more PlayStation 5s?
Well, apparently less
No.
scalpers are in Pennsylvania. Well, no, he bought his physically. He went to the actual...
Yeah, I had to sit in front of a Walmart all night in order to
That's
get
dedication. I'm gonna wait until they start producing enough of them so that scalpers can't possibly buy them all. Unless, of course, this is just the way of things now, and the scalpers actually keep buying up all the PlayStation 5s to the point where the freaking company goes under. And you're like, wow, that's insane. Like, that would be inspiring if it wasn't such a douchebag thing to do.
I love PJ here. Like, what are you guys talking about patches?
Patches. Okay, so patches are essentially post-release bits of code that developers make after a game comes out that is supposed to essentially patch the cracks or the holes in the game where it's broken.
That's what it was.
It's what it's supposed to be. A lot of the time, though, we talk about them because it's almost the expected norm now. Games are released broken
released
with the
unfinished.
expectation that it will be finished later, which is causing a lot of upset in the game community. But it's one of those things where we can't make them not do it because who else's
I mean,
games
we
are we going to
could.
play?
Look, here's the thing. I was gonna say we could by not buying those games.
Sure.
But then we would get no game.
Then we wouldn't have that game. Like, maybe you can only play indie games, but at some point I do want to have something that looks like not an indie game. But I understand. It's
I
not
mean,
hopeless.
Games can look freaking great. And
Some, yeah, they do. But also, I maybe don't want to play that game. Maybe I want to play the next Call of Duty game. But I can't play it without expecting the things to be
Remember when
broken.
we had full games?
Hmm.
Remember when we had full games?
Yeah, that was like, what, Kingdom Hearts 1?
It ended in
This
the
music reminds me so much of
PlayStation
Men in
era.
Black right now. That the opening of maybe. Have you guys seen Men in Black, or am I like the only person here who's actually watched the original?
I've heard so much about that movie. I still have not seen it though. I saw ads for it. I think.
No, that's the second one. No, Men in Black 1, pretty freaking good. Want to check that out when you get a chance.
What about the other one?
Men in Black 2 is okay. but you know, I think every sequel it kind of goes. Actually, no, it doesn't go the route of Terminator because Terminator 2 was actually good. I never saw the original Terminator. That's how good the original Terminator 2 was.
It's like the questions of the universe. What's the meaning of life? And when will Will Smith get top billing in a Men in Black film?
Like top bill. I guess not. I mean, he wasn't as popular as he became, and he hasn't been in a Men in Black movie since Men in Black 3, which was not. Honestly, Men in Black 1 peaked at Men in Black. Just Men in Black. That's the only one that's good. Everything else is just like a pale reflection.
The only thing I know about Men in Black is the memory erase pen.
Yeah, the nebulizer. Yes. Neuralizer, not nebulizer. I'm sorry.
This level, this is the overworld like theme. But this level here is a New Orleans inspired like ghost town. It's like Day of the Dead mixed with New Orleans, with all these like balloons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the music is dynamic.
That's
Like depending on what you do in the level and where in the level you are, the music shifts and changes to different beats, like tempos and all that kind of stuff as instruments.
I like that. I like that. Reminds me of some Muppets. Boom, 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 boom,
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, I can feel that. Oh, let's see here what people are saying. Yes, Men in Black. I saw MIB since Josh was 20. Yeah, you're as old as I am, probably. The animation doesn't. Wow, let me just read these comments. We've kind of disappeared.
Yeah, great. You're kind of falling apart in your job.
Speedy, okay. The actual feedback is positive. I want to see that one, the compilation one. If we can find it, we'll share it. No one was mad about the presentation. I think it was successful. You put it out there. It was / is impressive that you have new versions. What are you guys talking about patching? Does Tails do the funny
Tails do
flailing
funny
spinning
flying
animation?
spinning animation when enemies send him flying.
Not currently. We have a hurt animation right now where Tails just sort of like places it out of
And I don't mean in terms of him using his tails. The animation. Oh, Jinx said that. That's what I thought it meant. Yes, Men in Black. I've seen all 3 movies. It's good. The original Men in Black is the best, of course, but they did try to do something about trying some things together from the first 2 movies.
Yeah, I think he's talking about PJ's talking about the Men in Black 3. It was a time. It used time travel.
Oh, of
It's
course.
never a
We
good
see you,
fun.
Joshua Simonson. Or at least I see you. I know that Cryo can't see your message.
Why is the trope? All right, why is the trope here? Why is the trope that the 3rd movie always has to be the one that time travel is? Like,
I don't know. I wasn't aware that
I
that
mean,
was a
Back to
trope.
the Future was always about time travel, so.
Yeah, so it hit that by default. It'd be funny if there was a Back to the Future movie that had no time travel in it whatsoever. Like, oh.
Yeah, that would be the 3rd one.
no, it's a movie that takes place years later.
That's
where
true,
Marty
it takes
McFly is
place
an
in the
adult.
past.
No. It's a movie that takes place in the future. Marty McFly is an adult, and what is it? He's just like it's just that we're in the future. It's like Back to the Future, but in a meta sense, where we're like in the future now, like just legit.
Just the present.
Yeah, and to make fun of the trope, the 3rd movie is the one where they don't time travel.
You know what? I think it's they say the equivalent of jumping the shark. We don't know what to make it anymore. Like, you know, you feel the need to double or one up yourself every time you make a sequel, but it's like maybe you don't have to. Maybe just make a solid story. You can go a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have to be the biggest.
I mean, it worked out well for the MCU.
Yeah. Of course, it felt like every time, like, you know, you watch an origin story, it's like restarting the same thing. But there is that, right? I think, yeah, they didn't have to go big every time, like Civil War and actually no, wait, Winter Soldier had lower stakes than probably the other one did because there was no magical Tesseract involved. It was actually there was no like space anything. It was actually legit just humans messing with each other because of the whole surveillance system. So yeah, and that was cool about it because it was just like, look, this is where Captain America shines, and espionage and spy thriller type things. So we're expecting that from Falcon and the Winter Soldier is not going to have crazy multiverse altering things like WandaVision did. And if WandaVision wasn't even that big grand scale, it was just her terrorizing a small town of people.
People
On
are
accident.
speculating that the first episode is Captain America's funeral.
Again, like when it comes to
Interesting.
WandaVision, everybody like
I legit am
Is
just
it
waiting
safe-
to watch it.
is it safe to spoil WandaVision now?
I don't know.
Yes, like I don't know.
Probably shouldn't do it.
That's
in-
not spoil anything. We can just talk about parts, but like I don't like talk about what you liked about it, maybe. But I don't feel like we should spoil anything. I don't know if anyone here even watched or cares about WandaVision. Probably just ask people that first.
But for the people watching the VOD,
Yeah, video on demand. I don't care. Video on demand, people. If you're coming up in here, whenever you come up in here, it's probably months to years later, and I got no pity for you. You
no,
should
you know what? I'm gonna talk to myself. Like who's gonna be watching this video like 20 years down the line for whatever reason.
If YouTube still exists, so it'd
Do
be
you think if there was like training exercise videos on
like
demand, it would be called a VOD?
fine. Maybe.
Just prepare for the future. Hello, future Rodolus. I'm glad you're having a lot of fun.
Doing
Not
whatever.
working on this game anymore. Was it a success or was it a failure? Put it down in the comment section down below, please. Thank you.
And my answer is going to be all cryptic, like, well, success is an interesting term. I think
Enjoyed
was-
is a very complicated word.
success is like the friends we made along the way. Like, wait, what?
I like to think Rodolus freaking evolved. There's like, success is a relative term.
It's often defined as winning, but what is winning? Truly, who has ever won? Everyone dies eventually. So, my question to you, did you win?
He's like really well spoken and eloquent, but yet really depressed man.
Oh, no.
Bro, oh no.
That's
I
not
don't
my
So
like that
basically,
shit.
any
Rodolus.
song.
Alright, move this forward. This is looking weird. Bird, you looking weird. Thanks.
Bird?
Bird, please.
Would bird brain be a racist or
It'd be-
equivalently racist or speciest insult in the Sonic universe?
Yeah, I imagine it would be.
Probably.
In fact, I had like this thought in my head, like, that's a bird-brained idea. So like, as a bird, I resent that. The characterization of birds as being dumb.
How about like
Are
like
you?
bird brain?
Yeah.
Don't look a gift horse. Like I'm thinking like don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Like bird brain.
Smart, crazy, as a,
Like a rat.
crazy like a fox.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I'm crazy like a fox, says Tails.
A mangy monitor.
Oh no. That being said, I always imagine, like, you know, have like these little images in my head of the characters interacting and that kind of thing. How they would talk to each other, how they would refer to one another. Like the types of characters that they would be. Obviously, this is going to be something that would need to be discussed with our writers. But
Okay, here's the thing that I think about on a regular basis about not only just my story but other stories, and it's something I still need to think about to this day. What word do you use when referring to a species like Sonic characters or anything that's not humanoid, and you have to think of a word centered around mankind?
what do you mean? A word centered around mankind? Like metahuman,
Okay.
posthuman?
A mankind equivalent. Like, what's a word that these Sonic characters could use to refer to themselves and their entire race of species or combination of species that is non-human? What is their mankind
Equivalent?
word?
Well, it was originally it was Mobian.
I'm still on Mobian train. I don't care if they don't
Mankind,
use it
though.
anymore, but it's just like they're not animals and they're not
That's
people,
not-
so they're just
I know, but
a thing.
that's not mankind though. Right?
Mobile kind.
Well, they're animal creatures.
Because honestly, they were named after the planet they lived on, so they were Mobians, but they could just be like.
Furries.
Imagine they would just call themselves whatever their nation was. Mobo sapiens. Is what they were.
Mobo sapiens.
I didn't make that up. That is what they were called in the comics. They're Mobo sapiens.
Oh, that's what. I thought you made that up.
I did not.
Let's make that canon to our game, scientifically.
So instead of being like we're in Sonic Adventure 2, where Tails' birthplace is nowhere, or like or nothing, like none, like birthplace none. What is he? Box.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be back in a bit. I need to do some stuff quick.
Cool.
Eyes blue.
Hometown. No, none. It's not from anywhere. Was never born. Subject name here. Subject hometown here. That's a Portal reference for y'all. Yup.
Yeah.
I got a bird, and you gonna learn that I'm a bird.
Oh no, the song just picked up.
Yeah, bird. What's good? Yo, girl, I'm a bird. That's the word. Have you heard?
I love Crash 4's soundtrack, but none of it is memorable.
Yeah, no, this is all just a bunch of chiptunes that I'm going to forget about. I won't, like, none of them are like, maybe the one with the Louisiana theme, because you told me about it, will be memorable because it's like, it's a hub world. But these are all just supposed to be like get up and go music. They don't put a lot of stock into the individual levels.
No, here's the thing. The music you were listening to, it was the hub at first, and then the transition into the main level. Like, I forgot, that's not the hub, that is the main level. That is the level theme. Everything.
But that was memorable, right?
I thought it was the hub. Yeah.
Mario
Really
Galaxy
memorable.
2's Puzzle Plank Galaxy, still to this day my favorite, my track.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I love it. It's just so nice. Makes me want to dance. I can't dance. It makes me want to do things I can't do. You understand?
And that's why I hate it.
I hate it. But that song, my music makes you dance. Give me spirit to take a chance. Anyway,
You wanna get up and dance all around right now? You're gonna have a lot of fun with Mario.
you want to play a game, but now you're gonna have some fun time with the Mario with Sunshine. Boom! Got it in
Oh
there.
no, that's a lie.
You lied. You're lying.
Mario Sunshine is objectively frustrating. It's not fun.
Hurts my feelings a little bit to agree with that. I mean, I want to enjoy that game. I remember liking it.
Every single time I touch that game, I think I'm gonna have a fun time, and then I go to play it, and there's always some moment during my play session that makes me mad.
It makes me mad. I just need a little more time to cook in the oven, even though it was in the oven for like, it came out in 2002.
6
Like
years.
6 years in the oven. Which is why, whenever we get a new Zelda game, they're like, we spent 12 years on it! Every one of them! And it's not that we had them running it concurrently. No! We were working on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess since the 1980s. No. When we were about to release Majora's Mask, or Ocarina of Time, we were starting work on Twilight Princess. When Wind Waker was released, we just then begun work on Breath of the Wild.
I love the idea of Nintendo secretly having 13-year development cycles.
They just don't tell anybody about it.
Wow.
Mario
Like,
Sunshine is what
why don't we
happens
tell
when
them what we're
Nintendo
doing?
has actual
Because we'd lose our investors.
Like, what do you not like about Mario Sunshine? Because I can't stand it.
What do I like? Ask me what I do like. I'm not out here hating it. I just don't like its imprecise controls. I feel floaty. Like, when I go to do jumps and that kind of stuff, I feel like I'm moving too much instead of going straight up, and it's weird.
It feels jittery.
And everything is like, I want to jump on those little pegs and knock them, like, you know, drill them in and that
Like,
kind of stuff.
it feels jittery, right? Like, but not like 06 jittery, like it's super, like, Like Mario.
No game I've ever played that was released was as janky as 06, so it'll never compare to that.
No, it's not like 06 janky, but it's like Mario snaps to different positions. It's like what you were saying, right? It's like what I said too. It's like it feels like he has 8-directional movement. It doesn't, but he snaps to those friggin' compass directions.
Yeah, and he rotates like he doesn't rotate about his own origin. He actually runs around in a circle, like he makes distance when he does that. Unless you have the button to shoot down, and of course those inverted controls aren't fun. I have not watched Shoot 'em Up. I don't know what that is. What is Shoot 'em Up? Idris?
But the levels are not fun. Like I said, that game's a course clear game disguised as a sandbox.
Yeah. And that's all the hate I can muster right now. I don't have much to
While
say.
I was playing the game recently, there was actually a level that I played that was probably the only level I played in the entire game that I didn't have a single problem with. It was a secret level, weirdly enough. I didn't have blood, but it was a level basically entirely comprised of Mario 64 style platforming that lasted like 3 minutes. It's the most complex secret level in the whole game. And it was really good. It was good.
Yeah, alright. You enjoyed yourself? Oh no, it was just good.
There was one level.
It's all like, we got him. That's all we wanted. Was to make Cryo happy for like 10 seconds and then take it all away from him later.
Felt like a proto Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Protons! Woohoo! Well, you're gonna play as like, that's right! We're going down to the subatomic level. And we're gonna play around with the physics of magnetism.
Mario.
The Electron Bowser is the final boss. I don't know.
You know, honestly, I'd play that Mario game because it'd probably be great.
Yeah, right. And so, like they've thought about all the little elements and that kind of stuff. It's all like each level is an element, so you got however many levels are on the periodic table of elements, like 200 something.
Like some atomic like Goombas and Koopas made of pure light energy. Like that's the goal, right? Bowser's trying to have like light energy to find a way to harness like infinite energy. So you like go inside of like a star instead of like collecting stars. Like you're inside of like planetary just objects like energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd play that.
Yeah, it's super
Because it sounds
Mario.
like a dumb idea thinking about it like this, but unlike Sonic the Hedgehog, Nintendo knows how to execute Mario.
Oh
games.
no! unlike Sega, they know how to.
Man.
That's a bold statement that we say here.
Am I wrong?
You're not incorrect, no, but you might offend the higher ups at Sega. You know the ones. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, travel on the y-axis here. This music reminds me a lot of Rayman with a little like people making noise in the background. You know what I'm talking about, right? A little.
I've never played a Rayman game.
Oh, you should definitely try the Origins games and Legends. Good stuff. The 2D
Yeah,
platforms
Origin
are
and
very fun.
Legends is
I've
really
heard they're
fun.
really good and they look really fun. I've just never thought to play them.
Fair enough. But you got that Switch. That's the kind of game you get for it.
Heck yeah.
Just a straight up
I'll get
2D
on my
platform.
Switch. Instead of a Hat in Time, I'll get Rayman Origins because that game is terrible.
It can't possibly look bad because it's just 2D sprites. If I can't load that, then I don't know, man. It pulls tropes of action movies in like the best ways, I tell you. Well, I'll have to check it out at some point.
Honestly, that depends on what console I'm gonna buy it on. Does the Switch version run at 60 FPS?
Probably not. I don't think anything runs at 60 FPS on the Switch. It's just not that. It's not that type of system.
Wait, does Mario run at 60? I think Mario runs at 60, like Odyssey.
You can look it up and find out. 'Cause I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, brother.
What did you think of Odyssey? You never really talked about it after you finished the game.
It was competent. It was all right. It was like, okay, you've played it. Now you're done. It was real. It was. I think I was actually a little bit sad that it was so short. I thought it was going to be longer. I know you can do more stuff in it for certain, but its
Yeah,
main
you can have,
campaign
like,
is
another
quite
500
short.
hours of playtime.
But
Yeah.
you can go a long time from my understanding. But yeah, I was really expecting a little bit more. I was like, oh,
Just more levels, I guess. Is what
Yeah,
you're
more
saying.
levels. The levels that were there were fun. It left me wanting more, and I guess that's the goal when you're making a video game. You know, you want to leave them wanting more.
Like what? Like to go a little deeper though, since you didn't really talk about Odyssey before. Like, what were your full thoughts on the game? Like the different mechanics, like I guess the story, the presentation. Like, what do you think about it compared to other Mario games too?
Compared to other Mario games. Well,
What do
it
you
was
feel
definitely
like
competently executed. It was fun. The controls were... I didn't understand everything, so I didn't use all those combos that you suggested, because I just did not...
Oh yeah,
I couldn't get
Mario
my
Odyssey's
hands...
controls. That's the one thing I'll give Mario Odyssey's controls. They're amazing once you know how to use.
It's got a high skill ceiling, you know? You could just get real good at it. And it's sort of additive, so it's stuff that you've already done in other Mario games. But
it's just evolved.
it's like, yeah, it's like the next level. It's the final boss of Mario games, kind of. It's 12 vertices. Okay, put in a circle.
What do you think of the capture, like the elimination of power-ups in favor of like the capturing mechanic?
The capturing mechanic? I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Like, would you rather have power-ups, or do you like the whole capture gimmick, like that whole thing? Like possessing enemies and items and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, there weren't any power-ups. It was capturing that. Oh, well... Yeah, was there Fire Flower? No.
No.
I missed that. But I guess not enough.
You had to possess... There was a Fire Flower, but it was only if you possessed the Fire Bro guy, like the enemy.
Ignore the scores. I can, if you ask me, it is chef's kiss. Going on a walk. BBL. Be back later. Hope you're still on. Yeah, we'll see you later, PJ Squared. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you in a bit. We'll probably be here for a little bit longer. I don't know how long. We're gonna keep working. But we'll definitely be here. Might start doing a game stream after. Once I get tired.
What's it? But yeah, there was a Fire Flower, but it was tied to the Fire Bro enemy. Like the regular...
Oh, yeah, that's true. The Hammer Bro guy with the Fire Bro. Yeah, okay. So, I guess that was okay. I mean, guess. What am I gonna do? Make them not do that? That's up to them. So, it was definitely interesting game idea. I will give them that all day long.
I feel like what's going to be interesting to see after Odyssey is how they're going to move on with the Mario formula. If they're going to keep Cappy as a part of Mario's moveset, or if they're going to get rid of it.
I
Because
think
you do a
Cappy's
lot with
just...
that hat when it comes to Mario's movement in that game.
I think Cappy's just gonna be in, like, just Odyssey, you know? I don't think they're gonna have him in other games.
I know, but the thing is, how are you going to achieve that same level of movement or evolve past that without a gimmick like that? How are you going to make that type of stuff part of Mario's moveset?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's probably doable. What the heck?
The one thing I'll give Mario Odyssey that I didn't like, though, I love the roll in Mario Odyssey, rolling around. That was super fun. But, the one thing I don't want to see anymore, those force motion controls.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
necessary. They probably just take those out of the
It's also not the Wii anymore.
That's not even the selling point of the Switch, you know? It was just being able to move it whenever you wanted to, and that's good enough, yo.
But, I don't want to see any motion controls again. I feel like the triple jump and the wall jump were really gimped. You compare that to 64 or Sunshine or Galaxy, the triple jump and the wall jump are nowhere near as useful, and they don't nearly give you as much height as they used to. The double jump and the triple jump are very close in height. They're not even, there's no point to really ever not use the triple jump anymore, especially when you have that hat or the side jump, and then you have and then you have like what is it, the wall jump, which doesn't take you anywhere anymore. Like the distance it travels you vertically is nothing anymore. It's basically just used for quick little horizontal like movement.
Horizontal
Like, or vertical.
movement.
But like is there anything you didn't like about Odyssey?
I think I already said. I mean, I just wanted it to be longer. I didn't dislike anything really. It's
What would you say was your favorite bit of the game?
no.
What's the song?
What song? Well, that was fun. I did enjoy the Pauline level. I like that they spent so much time reintroducing that character. I was like, yeah. She seemed like she was like important, even though it was like she wasn't. It was just like the entire level was built up around that.
She was basically the center point of the entire level.
Yeah, and the diegetic in-world singer of the game's theme song. It was a nice feel. It was like, yeah, that's nostalgic. I never played Donkey Kong or anything like that,
But
but
that's how you do nostalgia.
that is how you do it.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I did enjoy that. That was lots of fun. The song was catchy. It felt. This is hard for me to see what I'm looking at. The
You
screen
know how
is-
you also do nostalgia? That friggin' Peach's Castle level at the end of the game.
Yeah, also good.
Mhm.
Because the game didn't start with Peach's Castle like it typically does, or Mario Galaxy had. So it was like, yeah, it just sort of started in media res. Actually, a little bit like
Like-
Sonic Lost World.
And even like it gives you, the like collectibles, right? Like you go to Peach's Castle, it's basically a huge nostalgia dump where it's like, yeah, Peach's Castle, it's similar to the layout of 64. You can go inside, it has like the castle music and everything. All of the moons in the level have been replaced with stars,
Mhm.
and then you have like the whole, like you even have like the little like jingle, like from 64 and that kind of thing. And then you get like And Plessy shows up too, like throughout the entire game, but in that level too. You can play as Yoshi in that level, and then that unlocks Yoshi in other levels to possess him and play as Yoshi. The little courtyard area, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
the
where
blue
you have
courtyard.
fought the booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are the booze? See what I did there? It's a joke about drinking. Okay.
And I think the best use of nostalgia in the entire game is the fact that you can wear Polygonal Mario skin.
That,
Yep.
all right. He's all in on the nostalgia use.
I mean,
That's
did you
cool.
not like Polygonal Mario skin?
I don't dislike it. I'm just giving you a hard time. So
The
very
best thing to do is to wear Polygonal Mario body with fedora hat.
Uh-oh. What?
I
Hang
haven't seen that combo, but it sounds good.
on. Sure, Cryo has tried all of them. How many hours have you put in this Mario Odyssey, Cryo?
Let's check my Switch.
Oh boy.
He's tried every possible outcome, I'm sure of it. This was not bad. This song's a bop. My name is Bob. Listen to it. Your heart will throb, throb. Oh, it's over?
I thought you were gonna say your heart. I thought you were gonna say your heart's gonna throb.
I said your heart will throb. Your heart will throb. Like ba 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 ba.
Also, Crash 4 on the Switch.
That's what
If you
your
are
heart sounds
gonna
like.
get Crash 4, I'd still recommend you get the PS4 version instead. But the Switch version doesn't look bad.
Mm.
It's one of those things where the game, like, there's some texture, like, differences and, like, effects and stuff like that are missing. Like, mainly, like, fog and mist and stuff like that.
Oh, you missed.
But, I mean, the lighting took a hit. It's one of those things where it's like, as a PS4 player of the game, I look at the Switch version and like, that is a downgrade. But it's like one of those things where it's like, what you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah, if you never saw the other option, but because I have both a Switch and a PlayStation 4, well, I might as well get it for the thing it's gonna look the prettiest on. Also, the one with the bigger controller. I could buy a Pro controller and probably will because, man, this
Oh
thing's
yeah,
running
you're
out of
gonna
power.
need to get a Pro controller.
Yeah, right. Joy-Con drift, right. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Again.
My controllers will stay
No,
pristine
it will.
forever.
It will. It is not. No, don't get your hopes up because that's not even true.
Too late, my hopes are all high, and everyone thinks it's gonna be great, yeah.
I'm not even kidding, man. Like, your Joy-Cons are going to drift. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. Don't know. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Ba-da, bop. I'm loving it. Ba-da, bop. Ba-da, bop. Yada, dop. Yeah.
I think I found I think Rogan likes Crash 4's music.
At least this one. And the other one. It's just very easy for me to get into. It's just bop, beep, beep, boop, boop, bop, bop, beep, 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 beep. What's good? Beep. Ba da bop. Wad up, wop. Sugar rock. Big. Ba da bop. Okay, scale this up a little bit. Alright. What do I feel about boxing, Idris? Did I answer that question? I don't think I did. It is a sport, but I used to like it more. Now I'm like, I don't know if I'm into people punching each other as much. I feel like that's ruinous to the body. You know, I can get behind football and all that other stuff. You might get hurt, but like the whole point of boxing is to hurt. So it's like, I don't know. Seems kind of. I'm not even one of these guys that's like, it's problematic. Not that. It's just, you know, you can do whatever you want as a person. So I don't know if I'm down with it anymore.
I mean, if I want to professionally hurt people.
But I don't want to kill them.
I mean, that's basically it, I guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, boxing is interesting, though. Don't get me wrong, I did watch it, and I think it's got some cool stuff in it. It's just, I'm not trying to moralize or anything here. I'm just saying, like, I don't watch a lot of sports, to be honest. I don't watch many things. I don't watch a lot of foot. I go to the Super Bowl, but I'm like, I'm not rooting for any of these guys. I didn't watch the season, so I'm just whoever. Like, who owns the house? What team are you on? Okay, I guess I'm for that too. Whatever. Pass me some of those, some of that chili. Let's have a good time, you know. So yeah, it's just. I hate to be like, I've never been a sports guy. There's plenty of people who can like sports
Man,
and
I'm not a
video games.
sports guy either.
I don't play video games about sports either because it's like, man, I might as well play the actual sport because at least I get some exercise.
Yeah, right. It's like, man, I love sports. Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games is my favorite game.
That's a
Yeah.
jam. I like to play as
That's
Sonic
the only
because he's
sports I know.
famous. I think Sonic the Hedgehog sets unrealistic body standards for people to be able to run that fast. No one can do that in real life.
I think Sonic the Hedgehog is unrealistic body standards. Not everybody can be that thin.
Or blue. Most people aren't born blue, excuse me. Unless they're dead, I guess.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
oh god, Rodel, that's dark.
A little bit, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
everybody. Sorry you had to hear that. Let's go ahead and not talk about it anymore.
No.
Yeah, I guess we'll just stop talking.
Me? Yeah. Oh, alright, sure. People coming at me today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all those offensive things I said. No, couldn't be. I'm awesome.
I'm awesome.
So that's one of her little hair spikes. That doesn't feel right, though. Like it's too far off of her head, maybe? No. We just haven't put the big hair spike on it. That's all.
How smart is your Tails? Sometimes he's super smart, but sometimes he's just quick-witted, inconsistent.
So that's a good question. In this world, Jinxed, have any ideas? Yes, and answer your question, Noodle Arms 2. Sorry, I didn't see that message until now, Destiny.
Well, he's gonna be
Okay.
super smart, but kind of taking the mentality we're trying to avoid that he just magic comes up with the solutions or it's a walking plot device because he's smart. So we would like prefer be like clever and quick-witted and come up with
Tangible reasons why he's able to do things.
solutions that will work when you think about it, possibly, hopefully, to the problems at hand. So,
Yeah. So like Tails is intelligent, he's smart, but he's not Superman. He's got limits, and he is meant to be like, I guess, to like almost like that question I asked earlier about protagonists. You know, I want them to be relatable. He doesn't just like Jake said, doesn't just figure things out immediately. He takes some time, maybe even comes to incorrect conclusions about stuff. That's actually a plot point a little bit, but like just the idea of Tails kind of being in the thick of it. You know, it makes sense for him to be like convenient smart guy in games where you don't play as Tails, you're playing as Sonic. This game's not about being cerebral. It's about going fast and coming up with solutions quickly and doing stuff fast.
Yeah.
So Tails is
solutions he comes up with, like let's say our plans ahead of time, rather than I just know what to do.
or foreshadowed at least. So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he'll come up with a plan. He'll try to do it. Things that go wrong. Comes up with some clever solution, but still executes the plan that will also involve some sort of technology, right? So yeah, things like that. So yeah.
Tails as the archetypical. Actually, wait. Oh, how is this supposed to work? Rocket Power. Is he back? I want to ask him a question about this concept.
What?
Does her feathers come out from underneath? Is that what that's supposed to be? I guess it is actually, like, based on this one. Okay, but yeah. So Tails is smart. He is flawed. If there is a solution to a problem, it'll be something that the player will even be able to look back on and go like, "Oh, I see. That's based on this thing that I was shown." So you feel like,
That makes some amount of sense.
along
I can
the-
see why Tails made that conclusion.
yeah. So you're coming along for the ride instead of just being like, "Well, look, he's smart. And just deal with it."
Like Hubert Farnsworth comes in.
Yeah. It's all like,
I have an invention to get the plot going.
yes. Good news, everyone. I've invented the thing longer.
Yeah.
Imagine dream, bro.
Conveniently, I have the solution in my lab coat. Huh.
I keep everything in this lab coat.
I
I'm
don't
like the
think
Mary
so.
Poppins of science.
Good thing I invented the solution. Good thing I invented the solution to our problem 2 weeks ago and never told anyone until now.
You know how like Tails was working on the in Sonic Colors, he was working on the that device, that communications device for the entire game, but it was never useful. But it did eventually work at the end of it. I guess that kind of thing where there's setup and then later on there's a payoff. It was mostly a pathos by the time it happens. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it's not revolving around one invention, but
No, of course not. But yeah, that's true. So, but everything comes from somewhere. He didn't just make it in the last couple seconds of the game. I think that's kind of what I was getting at.
right.
I think we've explained that. Yeah. So Tails is going to be his own man. He's going to be an interesting character. We think we are working on him still. Like with our
Yeah, Tails was like a little harder to write for, right? So Sonic was like, I'm gonna run at him and jump, use my impenetrable body to, destroy things
Yes.
and dodge it because I'm fast. And Knuckles runs up and punches stuff. As Tails do. If we're not trying to say he just plays like Sonic, but with flight,
Oh my goodness,
he has to be clever,
yeah.
outsmarted enemies, things like that.
Yes, definitely.
A little harder to execute and show. video game, but
A little bit.
we'll do it.
Especially because the entire game's supposed to revolve around that idea, right? It's something like, yeah, Tails is his strength is intelligence. So like, how do you make a game all about that? Like, sure, the game is then not centered around speed. It's about puzzles, platforming, building weapons, that kind of stuff. Easy enough to talk about, but then like, execution is another matter altogether. Does that answer your question, Mecha from the 80s?
He probably like asked the question and then like
Left.
went to the bathroom.
He's coming back on the tail end of the conversation. Like, what the heck are you guys talking about?
What if they were talking?
Let's do this.
He's like, I don't know. That guy's muted. Huh?
I got booted. Oh no.
Muted.
No. So what game are you thinking about playing after this?
I don't know if I'm going to be playing a game. Why is that not showing in front? Oh, I know why. Just like that. There it is. Okay. What game? I don't know. It depends on, like, if we feel like playing games. Like, I might play a game at the end of this particular PPL. I have a lot of games. Most likely going to be something Sonic related. Probably going to do, what's it called? Sonic Mania. That I am finally past Flying Battery Zone. It's no longer killing me. But I will have to start over again on
Press Garden. How far did you get to Press Garden?
Press Garden. I got through the first act, but I think I turned off the game. Unless it's still on.
I mean, that's one thing to keep in mind for a sequel. Have it so that the game saves between acts.
For a sequel to that? Yeah. Because they already have something that does that. If like you die and you get to continue, you can start back at the act that you ended on instead of having to start all over again. So it's not like they don't have the ability to do it. The technology exists within the game itself. I just like this.
For me, I think I want to do some shiny hunting. Probably an X and Pokemon Y. If not, I always want to play Sonic Adventure 2, just every now and then.
Yeah, I just like to get info about stuff. I even made a big Bumblecast Word document just to get into the series and make fun of silly stuff sometimes. Okay, like you made a Bumblecast document about this game? Like, no, he's talking about, I guess, Sonic in general.
Oh, I was thinking like Bumblecast is an e-influence watching our streams.
No, that'd be funny if that was actually Ian Flynn talking to us. Talking crap about just random stuff.
Hello, my name is Ian Flynn.
Hello, I'm Ian Flynn. Also, how did you get into this call? Don't worry about it. I just did. Okay?
I'm in the Sonic fandom. I have connections.
Like connections to even us? Yes, even you, boy.
You know, Sunshine does a worse job than 64 telling you where you need to go.
But it has the Deb system. You're telling me that wasn't useful to you in some way?
Not when I'm in the middle of a level and it doesn't exist.
I don't see what your problem. I don't know. You're just hating, I think. You're just a hater, and you need
I
to
just
know.
hate Sunshine. That's right.
I hate Sunshine! You remind me of the Mad Madam Mim. Have you guys seen Sword in the Stone, or am I the only person here who's watched it?
No, I have not watched that obscure movie.
Okay, I believe
not
that.
watched it either.
What'd you say?
I said I have not watched it either.
Alright, fair enough. It's not one of the more popular. It's like one of those Dark Age Disney movies Came out around the same time as Robin Hood, like an 80 film, or it looks just like Robin Hood with that sketchy style. Robin Hood and who else did it? Was it Oliver and Company? They all had like that same kind of look to them. This music feels like something out of freaking Mario. Remember this from Galaxy?
Is Yoshi timed in Sunshine?
No, he just based on fruit. So I think you need to keep eating fruit, or
I know meters like drops.
the meter drops when you make him shoot out the juice. I think maybe it's timed.
No,
I don't remember.
Always. Oh, that's dumb. Now I need to get him a different friggin' fruit. Oh, this is stupid. Why can't I just get it?
My name is Yoshi.
You're playing it right now?
Yes, most likely he is. So I'm trying to understand this.
You know, I remember this song specifically because I kept dying on this level so many times.
Interesting.
Referring to Mario or Crash?
I think he's talking about Crash.
Crash.
Come on, big brother. Do your thing.
Am
I the only
Sunshine. Vodka, what do you think of Mario Sunshine?
I think I haven't played it.
Don't you have All Stars?
Yeah.
He just hasn't played it.
Nah.
Alright, fair enough.
Same.
It's like I'm 100% at 64 and Galaxy. Sunshine? No.
I don't want to 100% that game after seeing Johnny, like, go into a drunk spur.
A drunk spur. Interesting. Poor choice of words.
Oh, imagine trying to collect 240 random blue coins that are spread across the entire game with no indication of where or what levels they're in.
And having to give it to these Tanukis who are hoarding these shine sprites that you've been arrested over, and they're just holding up for ransom.
Yeah, it sounds frustrating.
You have no idea.
Well, Yoshi's just stuck there now. I'm trapped. I just fell down this hole and I cannot get out. I need Yoshi to beat this level.
And I can't
And
get
I'm
up.
trapped.
Mario, help me, please. I don't know what I'm gonna
God, this game
do
sucks.
if you don't help
I have to
me,
kill myself.
jeez. I just don't know where to go anymore or why.
It's either I kill myself or I wait for Yoshi to die, and I'm not waiting that long.
Interesting. Poor choice of words. Okay, so her feathers start at the bird fur. They go up and around in a little arc here, and they are underneath the feathers that stick out there. So it's not like they're not. That's just a very interesting design. Rocket Pal, I must commend you on your interesting designs.
It's very interesting. It's good? No, it's interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, I'm not gonna say it's bad. That would be an awful thing to say to one of.
Well, you didn't say it was bad. You said it was interesting.
Yes. I didn't say that. Cryo did. You get mad at him, not me. Come on, kid. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play some video games after this just to kind of cool off. Just give myself some like.
It's either Sunshine or Mania. Which one do you think you're gonna have more fun with?
Either Sunset or Mania. You're gonna tell me which games I'm gonna play. So.
Yes.
So,
You can only play 2 games.
Honestly, which one would you rather play, Mania or Sunshine? Like a genuine question.
Probably Mania. Just because I want to continue playing it. And I'll pick up Sunshine some other time. But
And it'll finally be the first time you finish a good Sonic
It
game
would
on
at
your
least
YouTube
be in line with what we're currently doing, which is Sonic-themed things.
channel. And you know what they say, once a Sonic fan, never anything else.
Once a Sonic fan, that's the end of your career as anything. Thanks for playing. Haha.
This is why I don't call myself a Sonic fan. I don't want to be trapped. You know, small towns, so hard to escape.
Reference to something. Because I do not
WandaVision,
get
that
it.
guy that guy on a vacation and then he wasn't.
Oh, it's a
Small
reference
town,
to...
so hard to escape.
Reference to... reference to WandaVision. Okay. I get it now.
Where the heck is this Yoshi right now? There he
Where
is.
your Yoshi at, boy?
Eat this
What
banana.
you
fool.
gonna tell
There
me
we go.
now?
I hate
Did
this
you
game
use?
so much.
Did you lose that Yoshi? Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, my analog control. It's not even Switch. It's just like, I'm so stiff. You know that spin jump that you do?
Uh-huh.
Not as graceful as Galaxy.
No.
Although I'm not gonna lie, this music is fitting the level right now.
You turned off the music. Oh, long time no see. How's it going, Starlight? What's good, my guy? Welcome to the Variable Productivity live stream. I'm your host, Rodalus. The 2 is silent. Other folks around here too. I will let them introduce themselves.
I'm playing an awful game known as Super Mario
You, know
Sunshine.
them. You already know them, so I wouldn't know why. Also, what's that wind and like a balloon blowing out a gust of wind? You just put a fart in my chat. Is that what's going on, Starlight? Is that where we are?
What?
Probably not what that is. I just don't know what it means.
What? What?
Is this like a blue dot and a little
hey,
wind
Starlight.
gust? Yeah, I just said. You guys didn't listen to anything I said? Okay.
So
Nice
Starlight,
to know.
What is it? I can't see what you're looking at because you're not in the Tails Armada chat, but what's it? Like, what was I gonna say? How we haven't talked in a while. How are your Joy-Cons doing? They drift?
Oh, yeah!
Wait, what the hell is it? Oh
What
no!
happened to Rocket?
Oh no! This is a required level? I thought this was optional.
What happened to Rocket? He took a
Yeah.
break, I think. He went to do something. He was going to be back. I think he said that.
I didn't hear him. Okay.
I think.
This isn't up. I thought this was a no. I thought this was a no.
No!
No! I thought this was an optional level. This is required. This game is
Oh.
bad.
That Rocket's back now. I think that's his voice.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties.
Right.
The thing to my headphones was being weird, so I reconnected my different wires, and yeah, now it should be fine for a bit.
Cool. Very
Oh
cool.
my God.
All good. Everybody thinks
All
that's
right,
the
guys.
issue.
I think I've officially determined that Super Mario Sunshine is a badly designed video game,
All right.
and
You need to leave with all that toxicity you're bringing into my chat.
this game is bad. Mario Sunshine is a bad game. I
17.
can't believe this level is required. I thought this was optional. They thought this stuff was mandatory. This is garbage. I'm at that level, Rodalus.
I can tell. You're upset, and I understand. But not really. Doing good, doing homework,
I have to pick.
and the
I have
usual.
to pick.
Sir, that is a spin dash. Oh, okay, I see. I understand now. Thank you for clearing that up, Charlotte. That is a
Oh my
spin
God.
dash.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have to pick one of these
I'm
guys
gonna raise
to
it
throw
in the
me.
area, so I can imagine that would be the reason why.
No, 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 no! Oh! Oh, this is bad.
Can people even see what you're playing?
No, he can't. No, they can't.
No.
He's just talking about the game.
He's just
You know, everyone
talking
loves
about
that.
it.
To
Well,
hear things
yeah.
described to them. Stop.
I'm a chuckster.
I'm a chuckster.
Oh, that
Duh.
level is infamous.
It's
Yes.
so bad.
Selected cursor. Cursor's just selected. Wow. Confused myself for a few seconds there. Shift A. Bring in the
Hey, now
circle.
what?
Ooh, the circle. I've got a
What?
circle, baby, a circle. That's right.
How the heck?
circle of luck.
A circle of game.
The circle of luck, and it screws us all.
It's a wheel of fate.
Oh!
Like legit, that's what it is. All right. So working on Bree today. How the heck are you guys? Well, I'm doing pretty okay. Just chilling on the internet, working on a bird. You can see here. Today we're doing Bree. She's not cheese. She's a bird. Does she like cheese?
Bird.
Probably not. Especially now that
Bad.
no.
She's secretly Wallace.
Secretly, she's Wallace. Cheese, Gromit! I do
Cheese,
love a
Gromit.
bit of Gorgonzola.
We need Sonic
Cheese
Wallace
hands?
now.
Sonic Wallace. Sonic Gromit, definitely. Character.
Gromit.
Gromit is
It would definitely be a rabbit.
the rabbit from the Were-Rabbit.
Yeah.
I can see that a little bit. I can a little bit see it.
No!
Whoa! I'm sorry. It's just your anger is funny to me. Let's get something else to play up in here, yo. Maybe some Kingdom Hearts music. PJ Squared had asked for that. Interestingly enough.
Freaking
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree.
game is bad.
Merry,
This
merry
game's awful.
king of
I hate it.
No! Why?
No. The reason people leave these things because you just start talking about something they can't hear or see. Kingdom Hearts.
My question.
They're getting unwanted ASMR.
What is your question?
Look, man.
My question, Cryo.
Yeah?
If you hate the game, why are you playing it?
Because
He
it's
doesn't
possible.
actually hate it. He's being hyperbole. He's speaking in hyperbole.
Oh no, I hate this game.
You're being
I think it's not
hyperbolic.
well made.
Just gonna keep. It can't be true. What are you doing?
It's
You
not
just like
fun.
you like
Are you-
pain? Let's
What?
get-
I don't like this game. I'm just trying to beat it because if I don't beat it, it's gonna haunt me until the rest of my days. No, you know how it feels if you play every single Mario game and then you don't beat one of them, like just one.
Yeah.
I don't know what that feeling is actually, because I played all the well, not all the Spyro games, but the most recent, like the trilogy, and I did not 100% the number 3, and I will not go back to try. I don't care. It lost me. Are you? Oh, you're sharing your screen. Did you stop?
Yeah.
Where's my OBS? Okay, it's still showing up there. Good. I was gonna say, like, did I lose it? Was that just showing
Yeah,
nothing for several minutes?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was showing that since I left.
Okay. So yeah, were you still gonna do color schemes or accessories? What were you thinking?
I'm not really sure.
I was mentioning color schemes earlier. Let me get some music first, and then we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
I can't even get this extra life because of how
No one
imprecise
knows.
this is.
No one knows what you're talking about, Cryo.
If they know Sunshine, they know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
They don't know which one you're referring to.
It's the Chuck Schuster level. They know what I'm talking about.
Oh goodness. I would literally just go like, hey man, just stop playing it. Hurts your feelings. Like just,
Never.
just let it end.
It's
Just
possible.
Just don't do it. Yeah, well, you're hurting yourself, and while that's also possible, you shouldn't. You're gonna wake up
You won't.
with an
What's
ulcer.
best for you?
Actually, I don't care. No, that's messed up. Not true. I do.
I'm gonna switch over my stream to just a animated GIF.
Okay. Do you have any plans on what you might work on next, or you're burnt out?
I think I'm probably burnt out for today.
Ah, I was hoping you'd work on the thing.
I was working on multiple things.
That's true, you were. But thank you for doing that at all. You know, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna be up here like, You didn't stay for the full 3 hours. Like that's not me. That ain't me. That's another. That's some other. That's some other guy.
That is.
What?
I mean, I was working on multiple projects at the same time, so I didn't want to stream like.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying. That's why I'm saying it's fine. Oh right. I was gonna play Breath of the Wild soundtrack, but then I realized that's a Nintendo property and not about something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this play out.
Okay. Let's get. Oh wait, Kingdom Hearts.
Ba 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 bum 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. 3. Or.
So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that Sonic Heroes is a better game than Mario Sunshine.
Okay. Sure. Because you talked about how much you hated that one. I feel like your opinions are a little bit.
Well, what's wrong with my opinion?
Nothing. If you like dumpsters.
Look, man, Sonic Heroes is fun. It's just repetitive. Mario Sunshine isn't repetitive, but it's not fun.
You were saying Sonic Forces, though, which is neither of those. Oh, it is repetitive, and it is.
I said Heroes.
Oh. I never thought that you disliked Heroes. I thought you were talking about comparing it to Forces.
No, I was saying Heroes is a better game than Sunshine.
I disagree with that. I just think because of at least the variation in levels and stuff that you can do in Mario, Sunshine makes it better than friggin' Heroes.
Well, Mario's like glitching out and frustrating me and friggin' bad. Ba 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 ba.
What happened to my... Oh.
No. Why is it a thing you can do? Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, good. So, yeah. Oh, Jinx. Are you going to be... Because I didn't see any of your responses to this. Are you going to be available tomorrow night?
Are we doing the thingy?
Yeah.
The thing? Where we talk to people?
No? Tomorrow...
Is
what?
it that what we're doing right now?
Monday night is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're doing the thing where we talk to people, right? Or what? What are we doing?
It was a writing team meeting.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Because, like, that's something that I finally got Fractor to agree to. I'm like, hey, are we going to be able to do that? Yeah, that'd be great. Really?
We're moving on to draft 2, baby.
Moving on to draft 2, yeah. And then, that's where the real fun begins. Because then we don't have to figure out how the story ends. We already know. You just figure out how to make it better.
And better, and then convoluted and complicated.
Yeah, we can start adding complication to it, making it difficult to understand. So people are like...
That just means it's good.
Yeah, it means it's good now.
Yeah.
You've added complication to the story. That's what they call it, right? The complications? Like, that's not what they meant, though. I think you've taken that the wrong way.
That's how you... When you don't understand what happened, that's called, what is that called?
Confusion. Actually planning on adding a time travel element to the story as well. I think
it's called elegant ambiguity.
Oh, elegant ambiguity. Yeah. That sounds like a $10 word. Mr.
Something
Big
I just
Word.
made up.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. I hate this game, but I did that level, so I'm happy.
I'm glad that you are not going to be talking about it anymore. That's good.
Oh no, I am.
Jeez.
I'm just done with that level, is what I meant.
Cryo's like, I don't know what a hint is.
In
So, like,
case-
someone has
no,
to
no,
tell him.
No, look,
like,
I understand
so
his hint
straight has to
entirely.
tell him.
Look, man, I understand his hint entirely. I just don't care.
Just gonna
It's
ignore
not,
the other.
it's, not, it's not even a hint anymore. It's like straight up.
Hey,
Like
hey.
he's like dropping all pretense.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I-
the next
I
step is I
like
just
it,
mute him so I don't have to. So he doesn't show up on the
Like,
freaking stream.
I like this like route goes all the time when it's like, okay, Cryo, we know.
Oh,
or whatever.
glad you think she looks
And
cool,
it-
Starlet. I see you're on the road
And then
list
it goes-
thing.
He keeps going and going and going until he's like, you know, screw everything. I hate what you're doing right now.
I don't remember ever feeling this way before. You've awakened emotions within me that I didn't know I had, and all of them are negative. No. At last.
Cryo's just too positive a guy. Just like,
I'm too.
why do you laugh at that?
Yeah,
do you
it's
want?
interesting.
You're like, it's easy to.
Wait, all right, hold on. I was gonna let that slide. Explain yourself, sir.
Explain what? To whom? You're
Explain-
playing.
Explain that reaction to me and everybody else.
Oh, well. I don't see a positive person continuing to play a game that they hate. How about that one for starters?
All right.
That's why I'm gonna make this about you again.
All right, 06 man. I'm gonna make it about you now.
Look, I wanted
Dude, that plays-
to just see what it was like, play it in the presence
Yeah.
of people. I knew I wasn't
Okay.
like I told you, the reason people play that game, it's for the story. Not the story of the game, it's the story of the experience of the game. They're like, oh, it's like fighting a dragon. It's like I slew the beast. I went and I survived and I now tell you the tale of my troubles and my trials with Sonic 06. And they're like, how? Oh wow, you're something else. Wow, that sounded like some Mario
Explain to
music
me-
right there. It's Kingdom Hearts though. I'm like, wait, what?
Explain to me how anything you just said is different from what I just and what I'm doing right now.
Because you're just talking about how much you hate it.
And no one. Can
And
see
no one
what
else is
you're doing.
experiencing it with you. See, I was talking about it's like almost specifically the difference between what I was doing and what you were doing is like I was talking to you while we were playing the game and we were experiencing it as much as possible together on a stream. Like if you were streaming the game and we were talking about Mario, that would be different. Like that's I think that would be the market difference. Yeah, okay. I didn't want to use the same word twice, but here I am doing that. I'm that guy trying to change up the words all the time.
I understand, man. If I'm writing something, I write the same word like in the same sentence or the right next sentence, even though it makes sense. I'm like, I don't
want to use that
word has
again.
to be-
I don't want to use it again.
Yeah,
The Last
That's a
Airbender
card.
did that in this script.
I'm sorry. What? The Last Airbender did it?
Yeah, the movie.
Now, okay. So, what's an example of that?
yeah, you know the example.
They went out for food and water. But we didn't come back with food or water.
Did
What
they?
kind of line is that?
That's an interesting.
Well, I don't remember the full quote fully, but I know that they repeated words
Mm.
like right next to
And
each
it's the
other.
Avatar. The Avatar is good and is great.
The Avatar can do the four of the mat. Well, I mean, I feel like that's just that's expository, right? So like only the Avatar. Like you're talking about like the opening of the show. It's like she always says the same thing. Like yeah, it's the show opener. I'm not saying that's what you're saying. You're talking about the movie. I can imagine that movie was a bit weirdly written.
Oh yeah, they took that 1 minute long little intro and stretched it out to like a 3-minute exposition dump and a wall of text.
Like how did you do that? Like you could have just. All right, never mind. You know what? Let me not give you advice because I don't think you'll listen. First of all, second of all,
Like literally, the
Also-
Avatar series has the perfect intro.
The bending in that movie sucked ass.
Oh man,
It did.
it wasn't great. It was
Here, let me
like,
throw tiny rocks at you. This is my power.
do not underestimate my power. Don't try
Hopefully
it.
the sequel. Hopefully the sequel with Azula is gonna fix everything.
Oh sure, yeah, definitely. I'm
Sure.
still
I'm
waiting
sure
for that.
That's probably coming out soon.
Best part of that movie was its theme song, and that's just because it was loud. Bum 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 bum. Very simple.
Also, apparently, Avatar. Nick is creating like a Avatar studio, or whatever it is.
So
like
what's
just
that for?
Avatar and like animated Avatar projects, like in general. Like there's gonna be new series and everything. Like a whole studio dedicated to just making animated Avatar stuff.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, feels like they don't like we don't have the budget to just make a new. No, they have the budget to make a new like department in their animation department. It's like no, we're gonna make an entirely different studio, which would make sense. It's got a different art style, and they usually probably you know what that makes sense. That makes sense. I was making fun of it before, but now because like Avatar was a show that was exported to Korea.
Look at those idiots. They have actually a pretty good, decent grasp on what they're doing.
Starlight Sky, my
we're
name
gonna
is
get different. Like,
Ong.
from the sound of it, it looks like they're planning on doing like a different like main series and multiple like and maybe like different spin-offs. It could be anything, just animated Avatar series, like new one.
Right. So what I was saying was like because they export that show out to like South Korea for it to be actually animated and all that kind of stuff, they bring that stuff in house and just have like a special department for it to do all kinds of different things. Would make some sense because now it's just them doing it. I don't know if that's how they're gonna do it. I know nothing. I'm literally just hearing this today, so maybe I'm talking trash, which is more likely than not the case.
Like
I'm thinking of her hair things being like kind of like three-cornered almost, like the bottom ones, and not fully cylinder. That's gonna be interesting.
Like what's it? There's that, and considering Netflix and Nick's partnership, Avatar, and again, the original creators are some of the people in charge of this new like studio and the new creations that are going to be coming from it. Due to Netflix and Nick's partnership, that means that whatever new animated Netflix shows run by the original creators of the
See you
show
later,
are
Josh.
also going to probably air on Netflix.
Yeah.
Alongside the live-action series recreation
Yeah.
that the creators left. So in my mind, that studio was forged purely out of the hatred for Netflix. I know that's probably not the case, but it feels like it.
Wait, did the Netflix thing not go through? I don't know what's happening with that.
No, the creators left.
Oh, yeah. No, okay, fair enough.
They didn't like the direction that it was going.
Okay, no, I know what
And
you're
then
talking
immediately
about.
and then like a couple months after they left, we get the announcement that the creators are now going to be a part of an entirely newly forged animation studio specifically for new Avatar content, which is also going to be airing on Netflix.
Okay, so it's not under the banner of Nickelodeon.
I mean, it is. It's owned by them.
Interesting.
It's just a partnership thing, I believe. I believe it's going to be a part of Netflix, if I'm not wrong.
It's just a partnership. We don't have to do anything like hang out. Good, cause I don't like you. What the
I
heck?
like the idea of it being like, you know, oh, you got that crappy live action thing? Okay, let's see whose Avatar show is better. Who pulls in more ratings for you? I mean, either way we win. I mean, like...
Yeah, well, we're gonna win more.
Well, we lost money
I know, but
trying to invest in this live
If your
action
stuff's
thing.
on our platform...
Yeah, but it's also on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, how much longer is Netflix gonna be a thing? Until the end of time. Who told you that? Okay.
Said Blockbuster.
Blockbuster had the opportunity. Everyone knows the story, to buy Netflix. I'm glad they didn't. Otherwise, Netflix would be gone too. They wouldn't exist. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, the only reason Blockbuster went under is just because the change of the era, relying on streaming services.
You know, that's
I mean, that,
actually
and they
true.
made very stupid decisions.
That's true. Think about it. If they had Netflix, then they would have had a streaming service. Actually, no, because Netflix was purely mailing
Here's the
videos
thing.
at the time.
You know why they died? Because they made the worst decision ever, which was the fact that Netflix was offering to make its service a part of Blockbuster at one point. Or
No,
at
that's
least
what we were
part
talking
of
about.
it.
But I think actually had they made Netflix a part, I was thinking like the reason, like if they hadn't, then Netflix would have gone under too. But that's not true because they would have been the reason why Blockbuster was still around. That being said, CarMax is still existent, and CarMax was owned by Blockbuster as well.
I mean, didn't Blockbuster just offer the service themselves? They offered delivery, and then you could turn it in shit, right?
Yeah,
You could do
that was their model, and they were like, hey, how about
Yeah, so if they're gonna buy Netflix, and that doesn't mean if they owned it, they wouldn't
But they
not
didn't-
necessarily go all streaming.
Yeah, they would.
Fun
That was the
factor,
thing. Like
actually,
at the time, like I don't think they were doing it at the time that Netflix had proposed it. Like they just did that in response to Netflix getting that market share that they didn't have. So they're like, oh, we have to kind of like pivot now, but it was a bit late.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is that if they bought Netflix, Netflix might not have. It would just been Blockbuster still, like essentially, right?
Yeah, it would have been Blockbuster, but that Blockbuster does that, and maybe they would have been like it depends on the corporate culture around Blockbuster. Would that have stifled Netflix from making the decision to do online streaming as opposed to?
Yeah, I don't
doing
know.
Yeah,
Would
you
it?
never know. There's no way of you never can tell about these things. It's just
Fun factor, it actually is one final Blockbuster store still running.
it's true. I've heard of this one, and it's like we still exist. And you're like, well, great. Well, you're okay.
Congratulations, your war of attrition has paid off.
Your war of attrition. You'll show those. Just give it a few more decades. You'll show those streaming networks what for. They'll crumble, and pretty soon there'll only be one Blockbuster left. No Netflix.
And they'll be groveling at your feet.
They'll be
All
crawling
you
back
have
to
to
you
do
like,
is
please let us merge.
Buy a few Blockbuster stocks.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Funny.
Make the
Buy some block
make the
stocks.
invest- Yeah,
Block
make some
stocks.
investments.
Block stonks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Is it? I don't know, Ralph. I just have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of common sense. Didn't need any of that.
Who needs logic when you have money?
I've been rich my entire life. I've never had to deal with being poverty, or anything like that. Never will, really. I don't understand why poor people don't just buy more money. Makes
Why
all
don't
the
you
sense
just
to me.
go
Buy more money.
Hi,
Yeah.
more money.
Yes, that's the meme. That's the meme, guys. Oh wait, did I? Oh, you know what I did wrong? I know what I did wrong. When I brought you in, you only had 12 vertices. I should have brought something in that had 17 vertices. Oh no, and I can't get rid of you now. Aw, gee. Alright, let's get rid of this crap. I bet you anything though. Yeah, it's only 12.
I thought you were playing the Castlevania death sound.
Interesting. No. This is Kingdom Hearts. Fill me with the power of darkness. No, that's icky. Come on, you like it.
I'm sorry, we only have vanilla flavor.
Only vanilla? There's nothing more evil than vanilla. We know.
It's like that's when all the light beams out into him. We only
Oh!
have vanilla. No,
I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is vanilla.
no.
What? Vanilla? But why? Okay.
We only have the
I know
power
not
of
without a
vanilla.
doubt. Kingdom Hearts is dumb.
What? You take that back.
Convoluted.
I mean, not at this point. This is the first and only game in the series. It's
just-
quite simple.
It's just pictures of those dedicated fans who like make those charts with like the red string and everything. It's just a montage of those pictures flying at his face.
Yeah, like
Is Kingdom Hearts on the Switch yet?
no, and not likely to ever be on the Switch, given how
There-
beefy
there
a
is
game Kingdom
one-
Hearts 3
there-
is.
There is that rhythm game coming out for it.
You know what? That's true, and it's already out. You're talking about Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory? That's true. It is on the Switch.
Yeah.
You can buy that for your Switch. I bought it for my PlayStation. I have that game. I got Melody of Memory for the PlayStation 4. That's another game I should be playing through. Oh my goodness. I'm back.
I'm still super happy.
It
I'm
does make
still
me question a lot. It does make me question a lot why they don't port Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 at the very least to the Switch. But alright.
It costs money.
It makes me super. I'm super happy that the PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4,
Yeah.
and not only like in terms of just being able to play the game, but sometimes enhancing it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I saw people playing like The Last Guardian before you add any of the like updates or things like that. It runs at 60 FPS. I was like, oh, that's all I ever wanted. Was that game to run at a consistent frame rate that wasn't tanky.
I wonder if that team would be willing to unlock the frame rate for like a PS5 version of that game.
I'm sure they would be if they hadn't been disbanded. It's unfortunate. I don't think they make games anymore. I'm getting
Did they disband it?
Yeah, like the Sony's Sony Studios Japan or Japan Studio is no longer a thing, unfortunately. I think they've been closed. If I'm not mistaken, I can look it up to be certain, but I did just say that. I read that somewhere, I think.
That's sad.
Yeah. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Because they're the people who made Astro's Playroom. How could they possibly have been shut down? They just Japan Studio. Maybe I'm just wrong about that. Wait a minute, am I crazy?
I thought that the people who made that was Team Ico.
Yeah, Team Eco has been not a thing for a long time, but they were finished. Like the game was finished by a different studio. Yeah, February 26, 2021. In a statement to IGN, Sony announced that Japan Studio will be re-centered around Team ASOBI. The development team behind Astro's Playroom, localization, IP management, and external production will also be concentrated within the global functions wing of PlayStation Studios. So, like, yeah, PlayStation confirms that Japan Studio will be reorganized. So it's not shut down. It's just not the same thing. Sony's downscaling of Japan Studio is a mistake it sadly won't regret. Yeah, because they're the ones who did like a lot of their coolest stuff, but they're downsizing or whatever. Is the nature of this here industry, I guess. All right. Doodly 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 doo.
Sally Acorn gonna show up in TIE 5.
As soon as Sega sells me the rights, I guess. To bring it back to that ridiculous little joke. Alright, yes, that's right. It's supposed to be kind of big-ish. Got on the x-axis, moving around here. Hello? Oh, okay. Center.
Hello? What?
Noise. Noises? Who's making the noises? Why are you doing this to me?
Or the noise.
Noise. Okay. And the wrangling and the changling of the bells.
Noise.
Eating all the toys. What is wrong with you? Why do you do this?
Why are you eating that?
Get that out of your mouth! Oh, I'm gonna tell Mom. Oh, you're so gross. Why do I even have a little brother? Anyway, I'm making stuff up. The Grinch's little brother.
I was feeling weird playing this game because I'm like, oh, there's only one more level left because there's 7 worlds, and then I'm like, oh wait, I haven't finished the second world because it frustrated me
In
too much.
his world,
We don't know what you're talking about.
Mario
Brian.
does
I
not
feel like
exist.
that's
His
fairly-
world
that
of
one's fairly
worlds, every
explanatory.
plumber sucks. That's the new song.
What is
Mario's
happening?
bad. I think it's time for us to admit that this was never really a great franchise. Yeah, Mario was never good.
Mario.
Yeah, where's that IGN stream.
Because they know that the Nintendo ninjas will be sent to their doorstep and, well,
They're gonna stalk them
they'll be
for
destroyed.
months to find out what speedrunning tools they're using.
What do you mean Mario was never good? My name is Mario. And I
My
don't
name
take
is
too
Miyamoto.
kindly to that kind
You
of
tell
talk.
my rep. Prepare to die.
You talked bad about my game. Prepare to die.
Yeah, they'll send the voice actor to you.
The voice actor. What's the guy's
Yeah.
name? What's the name of the voice actor for Mario? I've forgotten his name.
Charles
Oh, yeah.
Martinet.
It's me, Charles
Once we
Martinet.
get,
Hello!
Once we get draft 2 done, we'll start getting into voice acting, right?
Yeah. Okay, so like, talking about voice acting,
Okay.
that would be a better time to do it. I still want to have like a script-ish, but yeah, that's about that time where we'd actually start working on the script. So perhaps it really is. I mean, sure, I guess it's up to me. I can't really put it on anybody else. So that's kind of my mind. That's my thinking on it. We can talk about it though. We can discuss that. Like, how do you feel about it? Thoughts?
From me or
Just the general, if anyone's
what?
interested in this particular conversation about voice acting, like when's the appropriate time? Because I still want it to be kind of around the time of we have some basics of a script, and currently,
I think that's good.
like, because I know, like, but like around the time that we like, if we had to, I don't know what would actually force us to do anything. There's like literally there are no forces acting on this project that on the outside. Like everything is like driven by us, so it's not like we actually are up against any deadlines. But I know it would be great to have voice actors and people who could do voice work, because then we could start doing voiced promos and stuff, and like, hey, we're doing this now, and it would feel like a good progression, make people feel like we're moving along. But it's one of those things, I don't want to bring people on too early. I want to make sure that things are kind of in place. And when I say in place, I'm talking like just the basics of the game. I want to be further down the road so that when voice actors start voicing stuff, their voice clips can then be put into the game. And the game is a game, and not just sort of demos that we're still working on. Like, I want it to be like just about time to start animating, the cutscenes. I don't know if that's way too late. What do you guys think? What's your timeline, your optimal envisioned timeline for this?
No, I think that sounds good because usually you want to introduce voice acting and all that later on,
Yeah.
When you have more stuff done, like you were saying, we're still working on it, so it would just be better that we have more stuff done so we can introduce voice acting and add those voices in for like cutscenes and such.
I still fail to see a problem with the temporary voice actors.
Well, I mean, nothing technically wrong with a temporary voice actor.
I
Especially
feel
if
like
we
it's
need
a matter of us wanting stuff to be consistent.
and like you're talking about like a temporary voice actor, you're talking about just for promotional stuff, or you're talking about for the game itself? So like we put out a demo.
Yeah, for promotional stuff, yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We don't have to pick a voice actor for that part. Because we are going to want to have things to be voiced, even if we don't have like a finalized cast.
Right.
I guess what it is like whenever I think about voice acting, I'm thinking about like the game. I'm thinking about
Yeah, for the game, definitely wait.
like we're talking. Of course, if we started doing if we do stuff like we do a temporary voice actor and people get too used to it, that could be the only downside. It's like we say, hey, this is not the final thing. But like, oh, but that would be only if we didn't tell people that we were planning on replacing the voice actor. And if the temporary voice actor say it was jinxed, wasn't aware that we were going to replace him later, that would be lousy.
Hey, I look at it this way. The only reason they'd be upset about that is if I was actually good at it.
And if that was the case, then we wouldn't do auditions after that point. There would be no point to doing that. It's like, we lose nothing. We don't need people.
So it's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
But it's a little unfair if we wanted people to try out. So.
Yeah, we'll be able to try out for other roles, but that's the thing. So, yeah. No, the only way we would know that people absolutely loved you as a voice actor is they actually comment, it's like, that's the best Tails I've ever heard! That's the only time we would be like, oh, okay. Well, maybe we should. But you know everybody's going to be Tails, because he's the main character.
Yeah, he's the main character. He's
it's
cool.
clout.
Oh boy, I'm probably gonna have the entire script memorized by the time I'm done animating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably. And then
I could still hear the animated promo.
Yeah, you'll
lines
go
running through
insane.
my head.
You'll go insane.
Hi, I'm Tails from Adventure Armada.
Hey, was it super great? Like, I know it's annoying to listen to it a shitload of times, but
it's just the process of animation because I have to keep scrubbing back to make sure that the lip line up with the dialogue.
yeah.
You're gonna have to hear it hundreds of times.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna have to hire more friggin' actors.
That's not your fault. It's just part of the process.
This was like, hi, I'm Tails. We gotta make sure that Tails has a nice soothing.
I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't listen to my own voice at all. So,
that often. Like, hi,
man, it hurt.
It was the same for that Sally Acorn lip animation test.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna help. Oh, what about yesterday? What about it? Yeah, I can imagine listening to that over and over again.
I couldn't stand it.
Also, when you add the expression, like switching between.
Yeah.
I had to listen to myself over and over to make sure that it didn't sound like crap. And I'm like, oh man, it's really hard to judge my own voice. But at the same time, it's like, it's really hard to actually do that every time. When it's my own voice, it's hard.
Voice is difficult, bro. It's hard to be you.
No, I sound different when I hear it out like
Yeah, when you hear your own voice recorded, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I'm like, is that
my voice? Oh,
am I doing this right?
I can't be my voice. I don't sound like a 4-year-old man.
Nah, I sound like a 32-year-old man.
That's right.
What?
Wait, I'm supposed to sound 12. Sorry.
You're supposed to sound like a 12-year-old boy, not a 32-year-old man. I just shave off 20 years. It'll be easy.
Yeah.
You're a little boy now.
Easy.
I'm a little boy. That's right.
I'm a little boy now.
You know, if I just talk with a higher accent, I can sound kind of nice. I think.
Yeah, so it's a whole process, but I think I just want to have lines so that when we do auditions and that kind of stuff, we can get the players, or not players, but the auditioners, right? The people who don't do voices,
yeah, the players.
to emote. Yeah, the players. The players will do their own voice lines. Remember that joke that I made?
Yeah.
It was only slightly a joke. We just have people enter their own voice lines if they wanted to listen to them. Everyone
Which would go south very fast.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Can you imagine, real-time dubs, but they actually put their audio in the game itself? You can play through it with just that audio.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to have to
And there are no restrictions whatsoever on what can be said.
Oh,
now I'm going to have to do like those end credits Pixar animated scenes.
You don't have to do that, but that would be amazing.
Yes, he does. Yes, we do.
Yeah, he has to do it now. Now that's your job.
If you say the word Sally Acorn and the game recognizes that, you get 100% the game right there.
That's how I think. Yes. Look, man, I like the character. I'm not insane. Can we drop this?
If you complete the game under the name Edge Change, you get
the Shiro skin.
Next game.
You'll never get away from it.
Actually, you know what?
I guess not.
No. If you play the game and you say Sally Acorn,
and along with the issue list of every single issue she's appeared in Archie Cannon.
That would be a
and
long
say
list.
it in order, and say it in order, you unlock a Sally Acorn skin.
Please.
I don't know. I think that'd be a bit too long for the name slot.
That's incredibly
Hey
too
man,
long.
you gotta work. Look, man, you gotta work to unlock this stuff.
She was a lead character in that series, so that would make no sense to try to make them do that. Anyway, what were you saying? What? Oh, I thought he was talking to me still. I guess not. Alright, so this is bumpy and weird, and I gotta fix it.
Got like hardly trying his best to get stuff done. Like I got the head blob sort of.
I got the head blob. I'm just really trying to get the right shape here. It's not done yet, and I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff off stream. But we can have more streams this week, just for me, because I'm on some.
I have
I'm
not looked at the stream in a while. I've just been looking at I've literally just been looking at Rocket Pow's stream of. There's always that one guy at the party, for like a while.
Rocket Pow is taking a break. He's chill.
It's a great screensaver, not gonna lie.
Sure thing.
I'm pretty sure most of that is a bad screensaver because it's doing the opposite of saving your screen. It's burning an image into it.
Yeah. Well, it's dark colors, right? The blue, the part that's moving is white, though, so never mind.
Is that why it's called a screensaver?
Yes. Screensavers are to make sure that you don't get burn in on your phosphorus screen or
Burn
anything.
in?
Yeah, burn in. You ever had a plasma TV? I guess not. You guys don't have. Okay, so back when you were born, plasma TVs were a big deal. They had like, you know, they used actual superheated gas to display an image, and if you had it stuck on an image that was white or anything that was like, you know, a high frequency color that, you know, had a lot of energy in it, because, you know, colors are frequencies, right, of light, and the higher the frequency, the brighter the color and that kind of stuff. So white's really high, darker colors are lower frequency, especially like red, lower frequency, so it's not going to burn in. So screensavers, the whole idea is that you would have an image that could be on your screen to show that it was still on, but it wouldn't burn in on your screen. Nowadays, your computer, your thing just goes to sleep. There's no screensaver. I mean, you could turn one on, I guess, but
like, is it still possible to get screen burn?
Yes,
with
it
LCD
is.
screens?
It is. You can still get burn in. It doesn't have to
my left screen, my 1080p screen is like pretty old, and it has
Is that-
burn in. It has burned in the Windows bar at the bottom, the taskbar. It's just burnt in. The line at the top of the taskbar.
Right.
What?
That's
It's
right.
crazy. It's like I've been playing the Egg Hawk forever.
Oh,
How
yeah,
it
the-
stays there.
Yeah, in the PlayStation 2 version of Sonic Heroes, whenever it did like the boss fights, it would never fully finish the transition for the name. So there would always be like an E or like the first letter of that boss, like
Right.
stuck on the screen during the battle.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh my.
I saw that on somebody's playthrough.
That was the Game Grumps.
Yeah, probably that's exactly it.
Oh my god. Camera. I died. Okay, great.
Actually, wait, I think I ruined it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Actually, no, that's
So
not
let's
that.
talk about how Galaxy is a better game than Sunshine overall. Why is it better than Sunshine, and why is Sunshine?
No.
But also primarily,
I don't
what's
want to talk about it
interesting?
because I just want to talk about how much you hate Sunshine. Just stop. Okay, so. Look, I get it, you don't like something. That's okay. You can feel that way. But also, can we think of some other topics that maybe aren't Sunshine related and boring as hell?
Okay,
I
fine.
think what might help with that head shape is trying to smooth out the connection between the eye socket and the side of the head to the hair itself, because it just sort of like curves in and then curves back out.
So wait, you're talking about
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, this bump here. Yeah, okay. Bring that in a bit. Is that what you're talking about?
I can't see the video, so
Oh,
I'm
right.
kind of like.
I'm probably gonna have to just share my
But
screen and see what I'm talking
I
about.
get a feeling that you know what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah,
think
that
so.
little yeah, it's like it's just sort of like it connects to the head, but then it like curves in and then curves out of the
Right. So
where the
it would
thing-
probably just sort of continuously taper outward as the feathers sort of. I think I can.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how it is. It like just continues that curve until it reaches that. And
I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'll see you guys.
okay, dude.
Drowsy as all.
Well, thank you for
Bye.
stopping by. That is Jinxed Forever,
Yeah.
our one of our lead writers. To anyone
Yeah.
who is
Do you
still
have
watching
any-
this.
Do you have anything to? Oh, I was gonna say, do you have anything to plug?
No, he's gone. He's like, no, I don't actually. He's like, you already said you don't have.
I want out. I want that.
One ads. We got 4 concurrent viewers. It's probably mostly you guys. I think I might call the stream at 4 o'clock, and we might come back later and play some games, maybe. But or we'll just do that on our own time and not make it a stream.
Roland, do you wanna play games after the stream and just play them, or do you want to stream it?
I definitely don't like streaming games as much as I like working on stuff. I'll tell you that much right now. It's weird, but it's just me, man.
I don't like it when people watch me play games.
I don't mind them watching. I just think there's something entirely too self-indulgent. Something I don't necessarily like doing about just playing games on a stream. Like, that's not what I do. It's not necessarily my primary content. What I do is I work on stuff and make things, and I like doing that more. And honestly, I feel like when I'm doing a stream and I go to games and people they leave. It's like, I don't know, because they were here to watch the game. I mean, they were here to watch me make things, models and whatnot. So I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but it's just a feeling that I get about it. I'm gonna have to work on this.
Yeah, I'm seeing that edit now. That's looking a lot more natural now. The way they just curves into it rather than curves in and then out.
Right. No, I'm just gonna have to work on it some more. It's getting there, though. Glad to know that you're liking it more. So yeah. Let's see if there's anybody commenting anymore. No, there aren't any. I think this was a pretty successful stream, though. So yeah, 4 o'clock and end the stream. Then I'm gonna take a walk outside and get some air and look at the sky a little bit before I come back in and sit behind the desk some more. I've been inside all day. I woke up at like.
I've been inside for months.
It's true. It's true. But I got a bike. I'm gonna ride it and take it out for a little spin. That's what I'm gonna
You gotta take your bike and ride it.
do. Gonna take a bike. Gonna ride the bike. Everyone likes the bike.
Drive it. Now drive it.
Drive it good.
Go downhill.
Go downhill. Go fast. Wait, did you
Crash.
change your brakes? Oh no, you didn't. You haven't for weeks.
You're dead.
You're gonna die. What were you thinking?
Here comes the bus. Here comes the bus.
Here comes the
Riding
bus.
at it. This is the end.
Change your trajectory. Turn. What's wrong with you?
Now I'm just imagining like the singer just like a slowly realizing, oh shit, this is a part of the song. Dude.
Dude.
Dude. Now
Whip
drive it. You go downhill. Go a bit fast. And, oh, there's a bus. Dude.
Brake.
Slow down.
Slow
Brake.
down.
Where's your
Brake.
brakes? Drive it.
Did you not change your brakes? You removed your brakes? What were you thinking?
Yeah, just that. Just for a whole song.
Yeah. Okay. I like the side
That-
profile.
that-
Just leave that front.
Yeah, that feels like it would be a Ninja Sex Party song.
Yeah, probably. Oh no! You know how
I
he be.
hate you again.
Oh my goodness. Let's do this.
I got these 8 right coins on a blooper.
Oh, these
and then
burden.
when you
I'm gonna work on the beat
Then-
next time. I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, I think in the
Well,
meantime.
the plus side is you don't have to work on the entire body now.
I don't. I have a. all I need is-
You could just put your focus on making the head as good as you can,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about the body as much.
I'll bring in Scream's body, and then I'll edit the clothes to be the proper clothes and of course textures.
The only thing that you really have to add to the body is probably
the boots.
The satchel and the armbands.
Yeah, bandolier and the
everything else is just erasing.
Yeah. Looking at the rings, the little ring things that she has. So I'll add the headband down later once I figure out how to do this probably.
So
if you need to make some tweaks to the head in order to make it look like that makes sense in 3D, I don't mind, but we just try to do as close as we can with the measurements we have. But if we do need to make changes, I'm perfectly fine with that.
All right, no worries. I mean, it'll be I'll consult you, let you know what I'm thinking about stuff.
So
But
why
yeah,
is the anime
so
not
far-
a cartoon?
So far, it's looking really, really good.
Thank you. Appreciated. We're gonna keep working on it, of course, and I think this is gonna be the end of the stream. Though I'm getting a little bit teared.
I'm actually surprised on how well the back view looks, like in terms of how they all connect to each other.
Yeah, I've gotten better at doing these kinds of not irregular, but these kind of more complicated geometries. I am glad that I've had this opportunity.
Sonic's hair is a pain in the ass.
Oh my goodness.
Because of that sort of connection problem.
Can't wait for Amy. Goodness. Thanks by the way.
Well,
for
it's
doing that
not the same problem for Amy because it's just going down. It's when they all connect together into like that 5 point.
Yeah.
And then the middle one, that's like a total pain in the ass. I would know. I had to do Shiro, and he has a sort of a similar problem
thing.
with. Yeah.
I can feel that. It needs to be a little bit more smooth. Oops. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry. My Oops. That didn't even look like it was in edit mode.
Really It is looking really good.
Thank you very much, Destiny. No, I was just I noticed I did something wrong here, and when you hit Control Z on Blender now, it just sort of goes into edit mode. One of the things about 2.79 that I definitely liked about it is if you did hit the back button in object mode, you went back for the object and not the edit. So like if you made a lot of changes in edit mode, then those would all kind of get erased, which was the downside. Just as long as you remembered it, it wasn't a problem. But now this thing just only goes back for, like, I hit the go back button. I want to just go back to, like, I accidentally move an object, let's say, like the picture back here. If I hit the Control Z button, it only it doesn't change the position. It just changes what I last edited on the model. I'm sorry, what?
I think that's something you can change in the preferences.
Oh, let's hope so, right? So if that's the case, then I'm doing it. System save and load, probably. Autosave. Compress, save prompt, save preview, probably not. System. Undo steps 32. Undo memory limit. Global undo. I see. Global undo works by keeping a full copy of the file itself in memory, so it takes extra memory. I'm fine with that. But if that, okay, let's say I saved that. Okay, it's auto save on preferences. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Nothing. I was just agreeing with you. That's probably what it is.
Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't global undo before. It was just something else. I haven't even saved this. This is not even known as anything right now. oh, John. Oh, Rodolus.
You might want to save that.
Yeah, I might just. Just in case.
Also, your name is John.
It is.
You didn't know?
Jonathan. Yes. Yeah, I've never spoken my name aloud to you, I suppose. My name is Jonathan. Also known as Rodolus. The two.
I'm pretty sure you'll, at this point, you guys all know what my first name is.
It is
It's old.
Christian Weston Chandler. No. That's right, everybody. That's who we got working on this
I mean,
project.
you're partially right. You had the first part right.
Yeah, no.
No,
let's
it's
see.
Christopher.
Christopher,
Yeah,
in
He was
fact.
wrong.
Wait.
Well, you had the Chris part.
Fair enough. Blend. This is gonna be Bree.
Not everybody named Chris is Christian Weston Chandler Rhodolus, okay?
I don't see.
And for your facts of Call Me Johnny, if you're watching this, probably not. It's also not everyone that's named Chris is Thorndike.
Chris Thorndike.
Also, some call me Johnny if you're watching this. Get this simp away from me. No.
Hey, if you know any
What the fuck?
programmers, you just let me know, and send them over, please.
Rocket Pow, do you consider yourself a some call me Johnny simp? A some call me simp?
No. First off, I don't think I'm classified as any kind of simp.
He's too cool to simp.
I think you
It's
might
because
be
I'm
some
too
call me-
because I'm too poor to simp.
Too poor to simp. I heard you had an OnlyFans, but I want to give you money.
I heard that. Some call me Johnny OnlyFans. What would the Rhodolus OnlyFans be about?
No content. Just hey, give me money. For what? Just
Subscribe
give it
my
to me.
OnlyFans to support my work.
The work that I don't do, you know. Be like, I just need to buckle down and put out some content.
It's bare images of Rhodolus, and you know what that is? It's just his wireframe or a skeleton.
Just pictures of my head, the Rhodolus head, on a bear. That's right, people. You've been schooled.
I kind of want to see that.
You've been roaded.
You've been roaded.
I want to see you find like a hyper-realistic bear model and just slap Rhodolus's head on top of it.
Bear images of Rhodolus too. The bear is Rhodolus bears all. Yes. This thing looks like Rystar from the front a little bit.
Hey,
Rhodolus
You
bears
didn't
the
say-
sins of his followers.
Oh,
you did say before that if you were to ever be able to turn into any animal, you'd want to be a bear.
I did, because bears are awesome and very strong and very cool.
I think
Like
we know
me.
who's voicing Barringer then.
Look, man, if I can get a job voicing any of the characters, that'd be great. But I probably won't, because I expect that
As
we
the
will have some
director,
pretty
I have
good.
no control.
I have control over it, but I don't want to use it for that. If there's like someone who's better at the job, I'm not about to be like, no, just put me in it. Though I have plenty of places that I am involved in this project. I don't need to be a voice actor too.
I don't need more.
I make models. I'm working on the story with the lead writers. I am helping conceptualize a lot of things. I'm probably going to end up being a programmer because I'll have to in order to make sure this project doesn't die.
Because nobody else wants to be.
Oh, it's one of those hard jobs that it's tough, and then of course you've got to also like I feel like if I knew how to do programming, I could be more effective on the this part of the project. It's the most important part. It's the thing that separates this from being just a weird movie with comic time and it's that kind of stuff. So like I want to be able to make sure that
I mean,
this
if we're never able to get past the programming stage, we could probably resort to that format.
Yeah, but I want to try to actually do the programming thing first. I want to make this a game. But if it has to be something else, sure. But I want to try every option available to me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit the save button real quick. And call it a stream. We got 12 more minutes. It's looking pretty good there. That little weird indentation above her eye's not cool. I'll fix that right now. Grab that along the x-axis. Let me face my fears. Let me
Don't think
face, let me
twice.
face, let me face my fears. Yeah, my fears. Ugh. Yeah, we've come to that part of the program where it's just us talking to each other. It's fine. Umaya, 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 umaya.
Nah, Sifonia.
What is going on? Why is this so angular? I need you to not be so
my-
angular.
Oh my god.
What?
Flipping game. Okay.
Upset about the game some more. Okay. Literally, the
It's
stream is
so
gonna have to end because you keep talking
anger-inducing.
about it.
So anger-inducing.
No, he's got to finish it and then also let us know about his anger. I thought we were a support group. No, you will suffer
No,
alone.
you're not. You're all asshole. No.
Yeah, sure. It's us. We're the ones, not you. Us.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not the one attacking you. No, it's no.
Whoa. Oh, really? All right. Interesting. Let me grab this one.
Aren't you Sonic idiot? No.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know you wanted to be fired. No. Let's see here. I wasn't aware that it was that bad, you know? Okay.
For a moderator,
the
you
way
can't
you
seem to
wanted
keep yourself
blood.
in check.
No. It is my... Oops. Oops.
I wasn't aware you wanted to bleed today.
I didn't know, it was that bad, you know? I thought, Cryo was an interesting guy, but he's level-headed. He knows, what weighs up and what weighs down. Apparently I was
And
wrong
how his
about
feet
that.
don't touch the ground.
Oh my goodness, really? Did you just say that? Did you just make was that a Sonic reference? From Sonic Heroes? The best
From
game ever
Sonic 2 on the
constructed
Game
by
Gear.
man.
Wow, I didn't know Crush 40 dated back to that.
Yes. The first game ever made. Forget the royal game of Ur. We're talking about Sonic Heroes. Okay, I
Oh
think
my
we're-
god.
I think, yeah.
Mario!
Mario! Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Mario. Mario.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing this game is great at. It's great at turning me into a Sonic fan.
Just because you don't like Mario doesn't mean you automatically go to Sonic. They're not even the same type of game. No matter what Sega tries to say. For one thing, Mario's fast.
And he can roll into a ball.
He can.
Mario was never
And pick
good.
things up.
Everyone just wants to fuck Toad.
Sonic can't pick up anything. Stop cursing on my screen. Okay, so I think 351. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. We'll come back to it next time. Thank you everyone for coming and watching this, our first VPL of the year. Starting real early on the third month. We'll be doing more of these. I'll probably have even another one this week. Working some more on Bree. We'll answer your questions on game lore as much as we can and our little world that we're putting together. Hopefully, more of our teammates will be able to show up, or maybe no one. It might just be me. Who knows? Cryo will probably be here, but maybe
Maybe
not.
we'll have no special guest.
Can't take him. Yeah, so we're working on a few things. You might see us in a few other places, but stay tuned for more updates from Tales Adventure Armada and the team. I want to say
This
thank you
music
again.
feels so fitting.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you ruined it.
I have been joined today by Jinxed Forever, Rocket Pal, the Ace, Destiny, the cool one,
Yeah.
Cryogenic Drawer,
One?
the other one, and for a little bit, I think that was everyone actually who was here today. That was all, right? Yeah. Starlit Sky was in the chat. But yeah. And I have been Rodalus. Do you guys have a voice chat on your Discord? We do, Mecha from the 80s, but we're in a special voice chat for staff right now. We are in the regular voice chat from time to time, but not as often as we'd like. You'll probably see us there too. Honestly, if I play any video games this evening, that's where I will be, to be honest, because I don't like streaming games online. I mean, on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, though, Mecha, and thank you for joining the Armada server. We very much appreciate you coming, and we appreciate you joining the family there. Thank you so much.
Join the family.
I will see you all next time. I have been Roadless. You have been wonderful. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay.
So Mario Sunshine.